Gat today at 818-917-5256, or you go to AvnerGat.com. It's 818-917-5256 or AvnerGat.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game, AvnerGat.com.
It's spring in the Southland, and the season of adventure is here. So why not hit the road in a brand new Kia from Kia of Carson? Whether you want a sleek sedan, a spacious SUV, or the latest hybrid or EV, Kia of Carson has the perfect ride for you. As one of the largest Kia dealerships in the country, we have all the latest tech-savvy vehicles that make the season of adventure more exciting. And Kia of Carson makes car buying easy, fun, and unforgettable. But don't wait. Our spring sales event is happening now. Hurry in today or shop online at KiaofCarson.com. Kia of Carson. Let's get you on the road.
For a limited time at Verizon, you can get our best price ever. That's 4 lines on unlimited welcome for just $25 a line per month with autopay plus taxes and fees. You'll also get the new iPhone 16 Pro, 4 of them for the entire family when you trade in up to 4 phones from our top brands. That's a new phone for everyone, only on the network you can count on. Verizon. Visit a store today. 20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply for phone offer. See Verizon.com for details.
Progressive knows when you're in your RV, you're already on vacation. That's when you become Vacation You, who just camped where there's absolutely no shade. Even though regular You burns easily. In fact, Vacation You burns too, but is too stubborn to admit it, which is why regular You gets in trouble at the dermatologist, because Vacation You doesn't do doctors. So bundle your RV with your home or auto policy and earn an automatic discount from Progressive. And spend the savings on the both of you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
12,
That's a
17.
really sweet song you're singing.
Don't call it a comeback, Jack.
Yes.
It is a live imaging Tuesday on Mason in Ireland. Momo is in for John. And Mace, I got to be honest.
Yeah.
You look a little tired still.
First thing, I walk in today, Bergman's like, you have bags under your eyes. I'm like,
You do.
I've got no idea why.
And you usually look like a model.
I'm still gassed, I guess, from the party. I'm not sure.
We're going to talk a lot about the party.
How much did you sleep afterwards?
Oh, God. The Saturday was just like sleep. I slept like from noon to 5, then went to bed again at 9. We were up super, super late on Friday night. It was
your
crazy.
recovery was on point.
Yeah, no, recovery. I got a little sleep in. Got a little sleep. You look fantastic, man.
Well, that's what almost
You
dying
look
will
great.
do to you.
Again.
Well, we're going to get into it.
Yes.
And producer Laura, she's got a bone to pick with you, and I think she's valid in this.
I just sat with her for an hour. What the hell is the bone to pick?
Well, we're doing the show now.
Oh, okay, got it. This is the show now.
Yes, and you know what? I actually didn't know that I had a bone to pick with you until I walked into this room.
Oh, gosh. And who actually, was it Morales that actually pointed out the bone that you're now picking?
Actually, no.
I am usually the guy that points out the bone.
Yeah, but it wasn't him.
Right, you're the bone picker.
No,
Yes,
it wasn't him.
All right, we'll find out.
Let's start it. The biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland. Your Tuesday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Momo, are the Lakers going to be in the play-in?
No, they'll be all right.
Come on.
All right.
Come on.
They're going to get it together.
I'm just asking.
Let's not start
LeBron
there.
just came back. Rui just came back. Everybody
Hey,
just chill.
You know what? I gotta do this.
I mean, the Bulls looked pretty good on Saturday.
Oh, hang on a second. There.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
I just love that one. It doesn't feel like a real show unless I do it. So, Chris Morales, you look fantastic.
Thank
oh
you.
my
I appreciate that.
God. It is amazing what you've been through. It is amazing what you've come through. We are so glad to have you back. It means an awful lot, and I know you're going to lord over us that you almost died.
100%. I had 4 strokes and 3 seizures.
Okay,
that's
one.
That's 4.
No, that's 2 mentions. You did it earlier.
Yeah.
4 strokes,
3 seizures, and I have
3
congestive heart
seizures.
failure.
But who's counting?
Oh, and congestive heart
But
failure.
I just got off a call with my cardiologist.
Yeah.
And she believes that I'll reverse that by the end of the year, the CHF hopefully.
Now, are you allowed to talk about that other thing that we talked about a minute ago about you going to certain places to do certain things
Let's
and
do that
talk
a little
about
bit
certain
later
things?
in the
Okay,
show.
that's a good thing. Yeah, it's
But
a really good thing.
I was up there for a little while.
Were you?
Does that count as
you
a
were up
mention?
there.
I was in a soft coma.
That's
That's what it's called, a soft
Kind of,
coma.
yeah,
What does
kind
that
What's
mean?
a hard coma?
Hard coma
I
is
think
like
a
you're
hard
out.
coma is when you pass out or something. They intubated me.
They put you there.
Yeah.
That's got to be freaky.
Well, I don't remember it, but
You don't remember
everybody
being
else
intubated?
Everybody else was freaked out and being on a ventilator.
Yeah,
for
that's
3
a-
days.
that's a freak
Try to
out
avoid
thing.
being on a ventilator in life.
If you can, if
my
possible.
nose is already still screwed up, even though the ventilator went through the mouth. The nose was the feeding tube.
Oh, and then you had the tube going down, which has got to be.
I get claustrophobic just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Try to avoid it in life. And I know
absolutely.
this is odd coming from me.
Yeah.
but get your labs done and check your blood pressure. Because I did it for a long time.
Yes.
Look at what happened.
Go once a year, people.
Yeah.
Go once a year. Get
At
your
least.
physical.
At least.
You just don't know. You hadn't been to the doctor in a long time.
A long time.
Yeah,
Because
see,
I thought
that's-
I was bulletproof, and Lord knows I was not.
I knew you were not bulletproof all along.
Well, thank
I
you.
believe I told you were not bulletproof. I believe you said you were not bulletproof.
There's a lot of what
You
I am-
always said, I'm going to die young.
Well, we came close.
Yes.
You can mark that down. Yeah. Mark
Yeah,
that
mark
down.
that. That
That's
counts.
5.
Yeah.
I get it in quick and fast.
Yes, you do.
Especially these days.
That's what they say.
Anyway.
Wow.
So,
That's what they say.
how about the tragedy last night during the women's college tournament? And our great,
Oh, my God. I
our
texted
Trojans.
you guys
That was
right
rough.
away. I was
That was
like,
horrible.
this is so effing sad. And then you could hear her, crying on the court and the way they carried her off. It was so awful
Honestly,
to see.
just watching the replay, I was like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, you
could
could
see
tell
the
right
knee go
away
like
it was
that.
it
It was
was a
terrible.
knee injury. Yeah, no
And
Trojans
question.
win, but JuJu Watkins out for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah.
And is it she'll be back for the season, or is
At
that
some point next season, probably. I mean, I think the question, usually with ACLs, it's 9 months.
Right.
So 9 months from now would be kind of middle of next season.
Yeah, that's just horrible.
Yeah, that
And
is
then you got to
terrible.
think about, do you want to come back
Right.
for that, or
Right.
just
Because
wait for the
otherwise you would
WNBA?
go, although there's probably, technically you would know this, but you probably make more money
yeah,
in
way-
college
way
basketball
more.
than you do in the W.
Although this is probably more than you want to know about the WNBA
Probably,
salary
yeah.
cap.
Let's still do it.
However, let's still do it.
Why
Okay.
not?
The WNBA is going to do a new collective bargaining agreement after this season, and so there is a little bit of that's why every free agent signed for 1-year deals. Did you notice that?
Yes.
You did.
You
Yeah,
did
because
not- you did not notice
because they're going to get a new TV deal.
Mace, come on.
Is that not
But you
right?
noticed that? How come all these deals are 1 year?
Well,
Mace,
yeah, no, I said 1-year deals. They're what? Do you really not believe that I know
That
this?
you were on top of the WNBA salary cap. I
am
don't
on
believe you were.
Look, I am on top of everything, including the W.
Okay, wait, hold on. I got it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Who did the Sparks sign in free agency? It was actually a trade, but who
Go
did
ahead,
they?
Mace.
What
Yes.
big player did they get?
Well, I know they have their eyes on
no,
several.
it already happened.
The guy the woman that came from the Aces, right? The
Okay.
player that came from the
Okay,
Aces.
hold on. Wait. And her last name is also a fruit.
Katie Plum.
Kelsey Plum.
Kelsey
very
Plum.
close.
Let's
Let's get
close.
that to
Very
him.
close.
Let's give that to
Yeah,
him.
no, I
give
think
that
I
to
should
you.
get credit for that.
That was good. That was good.
That was good.
You got enough right.
Yeah, I mean, I was mostly right.
100%.
That's
Yeah.
what I
So-
go for.
If John was here and we started this, he'd be asleep already.
He would
Although,
be
you know
nodding
what?
off.
I think he would
He's
know
been
Kelsey
very
Plum.
good to me during all this.
He
so.
has he been. Who was the best to you and who was the worst to you? That's what I really want to know. Like, did everybody? I know that some people went and visited you,
Yeah.
which was very cool.
Yeah.
I tried
Cappy,
to stay in
Sedano,
touch.
Travis, Jorge, yeah.
Well,
Jorge
I
did
tried.
too?
You never allowed.
Well, at some point, I was not responding because I was not.
Yeah, I texted and I didn't get a response.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, for a long time there was not, but I tried to stay in touch
It's
during
okay.
the whole
No,
thing.
no,
Yeah.
but
okay.
so did John, which I thought was odd. The first text was
Okay, now I want you to describe.
But then there
the
was a follow-up.
First text.
The first text was, "Hi, Chris. Sorry about your heart, John." That was early on.
Wait, that was the real text?
Yes.
Hi, Chris. Sorry about your
But then
heart,
it got better,
John.
and then we connected more, and
You have to connect more than sorry about your heart.
those were like the first few days when we didn't really completely know what was going on, and there were
Well, you didn't know what was going on at all.
No, at that point, that was like the first week.
Oh, you were still with
the
us.
weekend between the 2 weeks was when things got really, really
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
But the first week was, it was like the second day I was in the hospital, and he's like, "Sorry about your heart,"
Sorry about your heart.
because they knew it was heart failure,
John.
but they didn't know all that was
Signed,
going on.
John.
Did he do like the dash?
Did he do it?
No,
John?
Dash John.
But-
Did he put a little heart emoji?
No,
Sorry
no,
about
no.
your heart emoji.
But then we really connected,
Dash John.
and it's been amazing.
That's
honestly.
good. Yeah, no, John.
And he
John,
was great at
John's
your
a good guy.
party. His
yeah,
speech was great.
He was fantastic
He worked
at the party.
me in. I was the only staff member he worked in or teammate, and
That's
I thought
right.
that was great.
That was great.
And I will post the video of Cappy and I trying to get in your hot tub.
Oh
We'll post
yeah,
that
did you
later
see
today.
the sign on it?
Yeah,
Reserved for one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they got their karma. I told Juan because now it doesn't work. After not letting us in, they got theirs,
Well, we've got a plan
which is what
to get you and Cappy into the hot tub.
Gonna wait till Juan leaves town.
No, we're getting a new hot tub.
and this will be big enough.
Last people in our current hot tub
Yes.
will include Chris Morales and
I
Cappy.
like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Because
That's a
then we
fun
don't have
hot
to
tub.
disinfect it afterwards.
So speaking of which, because that was a bit for the Mandy's last year.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the Mandy's.
Yeah.
There's some stuff coming up in the, let's do 12:30 because apparently the great great Luke Robitaille is coming in studio.
Yes,
What?
he is.
Oh, that's right.
Luke is going to be here.
He was going to come to your party.
Yes, he was. But then he said he didn't want to be a Make-A-Wish kid because I finally did get him an invitation. It took a while, but no, we'll talk to Luke coming up. I wanted to mention a couple things. First of all, you can join Cappy O'Shea Jackson Jr. and producer Lindsay. Special viewing of Monday Night Raw on April 7th at Hollywood Park Casino. By the way, Shay will be... I mean, he is like Mr. Wrestling. There will be one grand prize of a pair of tickets to the big wrestling event in Las Vegas. You can RSVP for your spot, ESPNLA.com. Got to be present to win. Got to be 21. Park Party Play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room, now open 24/7.
You think you're going to make it to 3?
Hell yes. What is it really that bad?
No, you're fine.
You're just usually perfect, and now you're close to perfect, but I don't know.
Close to perfect is what we'll have to settle for today. By the way, I don't think I'm ever perfect. All right, let me tell you about my friends at the Southern California Hyundai dealers. Momo, you know firsthand.
I know your friends. They're great. They hooked my brother up. It was in, he needed a car. His old car was just kind of breaking down, and he was feeling dangerous driving his son to school, my nephew.
Yep.
And he was like, I need to get a new car right now. I'm scared to even drive this old piece of junk.
Yep.
And he walked in there. They treated him really well.
He got a Sonata, right?
Beautiful white Sonata.
Yeah, awesome.
It's a better car than me now.
He drives I drive the Elantra, which I love. I drive the Hybrid, which is one of my favorite cars I've ever driven. They also have the Ioniq 6 if you want to go EV, really long driving range on that. At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, you can get deals so right it almost feels wrong. Now's the best time to get that Hyundai car or SUV you've always wanted. Every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty. 3 years, 36,000 miles of limited complimentary maintenance. Don't think you can get away with all that? Think again. Don't wait. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event going on now. Visit your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. It is a great day for a new Hyundai. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah. Tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes. LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best in the country.
Grill.
What's our secret? It's our sauce.
Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Waba Grill. It's unexpected. It's delicious. It's saucy. It's for you.
At full speed. It's going to be an epic celebration at the 50th anniversary Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach this April 11th through the 13th. It starts with the always exciting lineup: Indy cars, IMSA sports cars, Robbie Gordon's high-flying trucks, and drifting, along with the first ever historic Formula Exhibition event featuring all 3 eras of racing at the Grand Prix: Formula 5000, Formula 1, and Indy cars, all on track at the same time. A very special sight and sound for everyone to experience. Plus the huge Lifestyle Expo, Family Fun Zone, Mother's Exotic Car Paddock, and 2 exciting concerts. DJ duo Dubs on Friday night, presented by Acura, and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame band Foreigner on Saturday night, presented by Cuervo Tequila. Fun for the whole family. April 11th through the 13th. Tickets and more information at gplb.com. Come and join the celebration.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. Now open 24/7. Enjoy Century Bar and Grill's flavorful menu for lunch or late night dinners. Catch up with friends on game days while watching your favorite teams, or unwind and enjoy live music and crafted cocktails inside the Rays Lounge. Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, located next to SoFi Stadium, the Forum, and the all-new Intuit Dome. Hollywood Park Casino must be 21 plus to enter. For more info, go to playhpc.com.
A great lawn is like a great sports team. It takes expertise and a little extra care to really stand out.
That's where True Green comes in. They're the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour, so they know a thing or two about keeping grass looking like a fairway. It's more affordable than you think, and they'll even match any competitor's price. Plus, True Green backs it all up with a satisfaction guarantee. Head to TrueGreen.com today. Let the pros do the work while you sit back and enjoy the results.
Michelle Smallman here. Do you want to be at the draft in Green Bay, Wisconsin? Travel Wisconsin is sending 10 lucky fans and a guest to the draft. Experience the thrill of the draft firsthand and make memories that will last a lifetime. Don't wait. Enter Travel Wisconsin's Dream Draft Sweepstakes. Visit travelwisconsin.com/draft to learn how you can win a trip to experience the biggest moment of the offseason. Epic moments that become lifelong memories are waiting to be discovered across Wisconsin. Terms and conditions apply.
There we go.
Yeah.
12:31 on a live imaging
Yacht
Tuesday.
Rock is back.
Mason and Ireland, Yacht Rock is back. Momo sitting in for John.
Did you notice, by the way, that we had a great DJ, Chris Ward's cousin,
Yes.
DJ Fast Track, did
At your
an
party
amazing
on
job
Friday
at the
night.
party. But on the other speakers, we had Yacht Rock.
I heard it.
In your honor, we played Yacht Rock.
I
Why'd
appreciate
you do
that.
something in his honor?
Because he almost died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can mark that
There's
down. I didn't
another
mention it, but Mason.
reference
It's only when you
to
mention it.
So
near
real quick,
death.
before we get to sports. We're playing Yacht Rock, and as you know, Yachtly Crew was going to perform at Mandy's 4,
That's
which was going to happen this
right.
June. And I say was because we are not doing the Mandy's this year. This is a decision from above me, our ownership, along with Sam Pines and Good Karma Brands. The feeling is, and we can blame this on me, because Momo, I almost died. There you go, write that down.
There you go.
It is late March.
Yep.
Mid-March, whatever. And we just think there's not enough time to have a great party like we usually like to do.
Yes.
So we are going to postpone the Mandy's this year, come back next year in 2026 and do them again, bigger and better. But we are doing our first signature event this summer, July 11th, Friday in West Covina. All-Star Friday night makes its return. We will have a listener game. We will have the personalities against each other. We will have fun and frivolity.
Awesome.
And it will be amazing. Friday, July 11th. All-Star Friday night in West Covina, so get ready for that. You'll be hearing a lot. And again, our award show will be back in 2026 because ownership also wants to do a name change.
Oh.
And here it comes.
Okay.
Do we call it the Cappies?
What's no.
No. I was like, why? He's just been here for a hot second.
No.
So this is what I wanted to know.
Oh.
Some people have suggested the Bammies because I say
I
Bam.
like the Bammies. I think that's good.
It's okay.
I'm trying
Do
to
we call them the Momos?
Oh, I mean, Momo's like, yeah. Hell yeah. So are you soliciting ideas?
Yeah, we don't have to come up with a name for quite some time. So, yeah.
Yeah, we have some time on it. Good. Yeah, that's fine. Well, so we're a year removed from the return of the whatever
The award show.
The award show.
Whatever
It's kind of like when the Emmys got off track because of COVID.
Yes.
Right,
So now they
exactly
gotta
like that.
Maybe we could do 2 in 1 year.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
no,
probably
not.
not. Probably.
And this
they're
will
not,
cover-
they're not going to go for that.
No, they won't. They
It's
won't.
the only award I win. I thought I was going to win the best bit last year for the nut milk, but that didn't happen.
No, that did not happen.
This will cover 2 years of content.
Ooh.
So I will still win Best Comeback because I almost died.
Oh, comeback player of the year.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Who
And
won't be here in 2026 for the new award show?
who will be here?
Who won't?
Oh, who won't be
DeMarco
here?
definitely won't be.
Oh
What do
my
you mean
God.
DeMarco won't be?
Oh,
So rude.
when Sliwa texted me while I was in the
Oh,
hospital,
is Sliwa
I was
coming
like,
back?
Please come back.
Sliwa did not come to the party.
Oh,
Because he was in the
invited
middle
him?
of his show.
You invited him?
Yeah, I did invite him.
would've been
Why
amazing.
wouldn't I invite
Everybody.
him?
You're amazing.
Yeah,
I
no,
I'd be like, Sliwa!
I love Sliwa.
I love Sliwa.
He's the best.
Yeah.
I
Saw
told
him the
please
last
come.
couple Laker games I was over there.
Did you
Sliwa's
really?
still doing it. He's doing his show every day.
No,
Oh,
I
he
was.
does it every day.
I have not been invited on.
I've been invited on, but I haven't been
Have you
able
been
to make
invited
it.
on Clinton and Friends? Now morning, 7 to 9.
I have not been invited on
I've been-
Clinton and
I've done
Friends.
You could be one of the
Friends.
friends.
Oh, I could be a friend. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a friend.
Yeah.
Not with bags under your eyes like that. I mean,
So,
you gotta get that together.
you know, that makes me so neurotic right off the bat.
It's
Bergman's like, what's wrong with your eyes? You're like, what's wrong with your eyes? I have no idea. Now it's in my head. that
because
there's
now
something
we're
wrong
giving
with
you
my
a hard
eyes.
time.
What are you trying to do to this man?
You know how I
He just turned
am.
60. He's probably feeling his
You
age.
know how I
He's
am, and
Have you
you-
ever seen a 60-year-old look at this spry? By the way, we can now
No.
use that word spry.
No, don't use the word spry. Spry is what you use for 80-year-old people who look good.
So-
My not stepdad Leo is spry.
Not stepdad Leo looked very spry on Friday night. He had the shirt that said not stepdad Leo.
Yes, he did.
Him and Donna, your
Yep.
mom,
Don-
they were very happy to see me.
Did
They
you
were
meet my Aunt Linda. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Chris Morales almost died.
He said it, not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's get into this, Laura, because, Mace posted some pictures.
I have not been posted yet.
And you posted one. You're going one day per, one picture
Yeah,
per day.
I put out a couple of pictures.
Okay,
Three,
Mace.
four
And
pictures
who
from
did
the
you
party.
decide to post first?
Hold on, Momo, because this is my bone to pick with me.
Don't act like you don't know.
So yesterday,
I know which one I posted first.
No,
yeah.
not yesterday. On Sunday night, I'm coming back from work, and my boyfriend Christian, who was there, goes, "Hey, babe, somebody tagged
the boo.
Somebody tagged me on a picture," and I was like, "Oh, who cares? Whatever." He pulls it up. It's a picture of him, O'Shea, Mason, and a few other people at the party.
I saw that one.
And he goes, "Oh," he's like, "I don't." I was like, "Oh, you follow Mace? Mace doesn't follow me. We don't follow each other." He's like, "No, I don't." And I was like, "Oh," he's like, "Somehow he found me." Granted, my boyfriend does not post on Instagram. Hasn't posted a picture since 2019.
Mace, you found him.
And then
I found him. Yeah.
And then
yeah.
I come in here and Emily goes, "Oh yeah, he's posting a picture per day." And I was like, "Oh, I wonder what post." He's like, "Oh, I think you finally made it." So I look at a picture that I'm in, and yet I'm not even tagged on it. So he bothered
Wait a minute.
to.
I did tag you.
No,
Right?
you
Unique
didn't. No,
thing.
you did not tag
Did
me.
I not?
No.
I thought I
Make you feel
tagged
better.
the
I haven't even been posted
I
yet.
was like, so not only did he find my boyfriend who doesn't even post and does not work
Okay.
with,
So
and then he did not tag me.
Allow me to explain.
But you are posting O'Shea got day one because he's O'Shea.
Well, O'Shea's in a group
Yeah.
with my friend Tasha Taylor, who is a tremendous vocalist who's got a brand new album out. And I wanted to include her in the first post because she's got a new
Who's
album
the
out.
older gentleman? Because Bergman
That's Stuart
was,
Benjamin.
Okay, Bergman was doing a great. I shouldn't say this on the air, but he
Yeah, no.
spent a lot of time just watching O'Shea during the party.
Right. Well, I think he's working on he's a movie producer.
Okay.
He produced Officer and a Gentleman.
Okay, of course.
He produced Ray, the movie Ray.
Is he going to do an O'Shea movie?
He's working on a movie now about Buddy Holly.
Okay.
And
love that.
Nicolas Cage is going to play Buddy Holly's manager, and it's going to be directed by Mario Van Peebles Jr. And
wow.
I think he was like,
Cool.
Oh, maybe O'Shea. Maybe there's a role for O'Shea in here. So I think that's what was going on.
Okay.
But Tasha, definitely check out her new music,
Cool.
her new album. She's great.
And
She's
then the
great.
next day, you posted a picture of just models.
Models.
Yeah, very good-looking people.
No, this is my friend. Oh, I think that was Morgan and Shane.
Yeah,
and
Morgan and Shane.
Matt and
Morgan.
Kate.
Yeah, Matt and Kate.
Morgan, Shane, Matt, and Kate.
Yeah,
Yes.
just, hey, look at all the beautiful people that were at my party.
They actually, Morgan and Shane went to birthday dinner with
When
me.
does the picture of Pepe, Ireland, and I get on there? When is that slated?
It's coming.
It's coming?
I've got my
You'll be
social media
tagged.
team will definitely. I'm going to tag you
not.
on
Wait,
stuff too.
Shay is in both of these pictures.
Oh.
He was
Which other picture?
photobombing. He
He's
was
photobombing
photobombing our
behind
picture.
Kathy.
Oh, he was lurking behind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he's been tagged twice.
You should
Now,
tag-
wait, I did something that was. I was looking for a photo of us together.
Yeah,
'cause
you did a flashback
I
photo.
usually do not post for my friends' birthdays because then it will make other people jealous if I don't post for their birthdays, right? But I was like, this is a big one.
Yeah.
And
60.
I was very
He's
happy
spry.
for you, and you're a good friend of
Spry.
mine.
Oh, God.
So I was like, I got to find a really good picture. And we had a couple photos. I was thinking about doing the one where we were in the shot with Britney Spears.
Oh yeah, that's
That
a
was a good
classic.
one.
Yeah, you, me, and Brittany.
Yeah, and but then we had this great photo together outside the Forum when we went to a concert.
Yes.
But your hair was not gray
Yeah,
then.
your hair's brown.
So I was like,
So you didn't use that one.
I did
No,
use
she
that
didn't.
Oh,
one.
you did use it. Wait a minute. I'm on your.
So in that
It was
picture,
a story.
It was
It's
a
just
story.
you and Chalamet.
No, I did a
Story.
story.
I didn't make
Like,
your grid.
No, she didn't make.
I
You didn't make
put
the
you as
grid.
a story. 'cause
Chalamet made the grid, and I
got
didn't make the grid.
I mean, come on, it's Chalamet.
There's the story, and then there's the grid.
But the
But
story
Momo looks
was
the
seen
same
by
in the
a lot
picture.
of people.
Momo looks the same in the picture.
Yeah.
How long ago was that picture from?
2015, 16.
Yeah,
-ish.
that sounds about right.
Momo looks the same, and you kind of look the same except your hair.
The hair, right?
hair.
It was
I
a
think,
good picture.
What
of
show was that? Mumford and Sons.
Hey, wait, I think we can find it
Garth,
on my Facebook.
Did we see you two there?
Garth, Mumford.
Yeah,
something
we
like
saw
that.
Garth there.
Oh, wow.
Garth puts on a great show.
He does.
Oh, you know where we're going on Saturday?
Where?
SNL.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're going. I'm on vacation next week. We're flying to
Nice.
New York
Well, you
on
and John
Saturday.
are close to the one guy that you guys always say.
Jeff
that.
Flake,
Yeah, there
who's
you go.
the producer.
Yeah, exactly.
We've known him I knew him since he was a little kid. Now he's producing Saturday Night Live. So we're going on Saturday, and Mikey Madison, the star of Honora, is going to host. And Morgan Wallen is the musical guest, and we're going to see a little Broadway. Then next week, thanks to Deacon Fry, we're going to go see the Eagles in Vegas at Sphere. It's going to be a really...
So are you out next week?
out next week, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Long plan.
All right.
Long plan. All right.
By the way,
Yeah.
Luke Robitaille coming up at 1:15
Yes, he
for his
is.
weekly show. ESPN LA is proud to partner with Children's Hospital LA for our annual Make March Matter campaign, we're auctioning off experiences that are exclusive, like our Kings one.
Yes.
You can ride the Zamboni.
God, it's so much fun.
I mean, if you want to ride something, you want to ride that Zamboni, Jack. Go to 710-4CHLA. That's 710-FORCHLA.com so you can bid on that. You can also bid on hosting Lit with me for a day.
Oh, is that
See,
right?
they never planned an experience with me because they thought I was going to die.
Well, we didn't.
And you know, Momo, I almost died.
Yeah, that's the word.
You can bid on that. So in late spring, early or sometime in the summer, we will do it 9 hours together. You will sit right here in studio. Wow. You will meet everybody. You'll meet Corporate Greg.
Wow.
Corporate Greg will meet you.
I mean, that's yourself.
What's the bidding?
That's the draw?
What's the bidding at for this, Morales?
I think they just started at like 300. I think it's 300. I like to get $2,000 for this.
We should.
Because you're going to get everybody. You're going to get to eat pie with Cappy. And
Wow.
who doesn't want to eat pie with Cappy?
I want to eat pie with Cappy.
Let's cut that.
God,
Thank you.
this is just...
We're back.
God, that one. I don't believe. It's only $330 right
So
now.
we gotta
That's
get
the
that
current
up.
bid. Yeah, let's get that up.
Yeah, it just started. So
Yeah.
710-4CHLA.com. What?
What kind of pie?
Whatever pie you want.
Yes.
We'll get you the pie you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, by the way, you can also just give money.
You can't
there's
just
a
give
tab to if you want to give $10, $5, whatever it is, you can go to 710-4FORCHLA.com. By the way, we didn't do our signature March event, but I think CHLA should be our signature March event. We had a great time out there at Children's Hospital, met so many of the doctors, really talented, engaging people. We really had a great day
I don't know if
out
I'm
there.
allowed back because I told the anal catheter story last week.
Whoa.
With Sedano and Cap live from there. And I think some of the doctors were like, wow, he's going anal catheter right out of the gate.
Yeah. I think the doctors are fine with it, but people driving around eating lunch right now.
Yeah, apparently we talked about like a story about strippers or something about like, and people are like, it's a kids' hospital.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, maybe
it's a
not.
Children's Hospital. Exactly. All right, coming up next, we're going to spin the wheel of questions. We will talk Lakers coming up, too. Lakers lose last night. They've now lost 2 in a row with their full they lost 3 in a row, but you got to throw the Milwaukee game out. It's these last 2 with LeBron that are questionable, and we'll talk about those coming up. Hey, if you haven't been to Cosm by now, Momo,
it's got to happen.
You are totally missing out.
It's going to happen this summer.
Laura went for Dodgers opening morning.
Yes, it was so fun. So for game 1 of the Tokyo series, I went with Parker, and I've said it. Like, basketball there is great. Go watch it. You'll have fun. But baseball, it's a whole different level.
She showed me pictures that she took where you're basically in the on-deck circle watching Shohei at bat. It's crazy cool.
It looked amazing.
It's amazing. If you've not been there, you got to check it out. Ultimate sports viewing experience, stuff like NBA, NHL, college basketball, Premier League, soccer, WWE, more. These massive high-resolution displays surrounded by some of the most passionate fans in LA. That's the Dome. You can also go to the Hall with multi-view TVs everywhere. You can watch multiple games at once, and then on the 3rd floor, they've got that cool deck that overlooks SoFi Stadium. Absolutely beautiful up there. Great craft cocktails, delicious dinners, great Korean-style nachos and lemon pepper wings. Fantastic stuff. Go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com. Grab your tickets today. Tickets go fast. That's Cosm.com. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Sunday night in Los Angeles, it was another offensive barrage for the Kings as they scored 7 goals for the second straight game and extended their home point streak to 14 games, a new franchise record.
Behind the net, Gano. The trapezoid takes it in front, centering pass, score! Warren Fogle, and the Kings lead 2-1 on Fogle's 100th career goal and his 20th of the season.
Tonight, the 3-game homestand comes to an end as the Kings host the New York Rangers. Listen live at 7:30 Pacific on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA.
Annie, Children's Hospital has been open since the early 1900s?
Yes. Children's Hospital LA is such a pillar of the Los Angeles community. We've been around since 1901. Our actual first location was not far from where we are today.
So it wasn't here?
No.
But close.
It was what is now Chinatown.
Okay.
Anyway, we've been a pillar of the community for almost 125 years and grown to what we are today, which is amazing. We see, just to give you an idea of size, we see over 750,000 patient visits a year.
750,000?
Yes.
I thought you were going to stop at 750.
No.
And this timeline takes us through the 125. You're almost at 125.
We're almost to 125. I do have a couple of favorite stops along the way. So we're going to keep on going down. We're going to stop right here.
Okay.
So this is a big one, especially with what we're learning today on all the broadcasts. We've actually been associated with the USC Keck School of Medicine since 1932. So we are training the next generation of caretakers and doctors. And
you know what I love about that? I'm a UCLA guy.
Okay.
But the one time that USC and UCLA work together is through hospitals. They share all their information because that's when you put down the rivalry and just everybody helps the same cause, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I love pointing that out. And then let's go a couple more little stops. I love this because this gives me a chance to talk about our mission. Our mission at CHLA is to create hope and build healthier futures. And this picture right here, this little boy is hearing for the first time in
you can see it on his face.
1953. So this kind of touches on the innovation that is a priority here at CHLA.
So
and
this kid is now over 75 years old.
Yes, yes. And that smile just defines hope and healthier futures. I love this. And there's just some really cool little tidbits along the way. In the early 90s is actually when our research institute was founded, which you're learning a lot about today from a lot of our doctors and specialists coming on board. It's just an amazing place. It's a destination hospital for the world. And over 350 specialties here, a lot of amazing life-saving things happening here.
It's so great. And one thing, my goddaughter was here when she was
They call me a miracle, Jack.
Yes.
Why did they call you that?
Because I almost died. Write it down.
There you go.
Yes.
Live Imaging Tuesday, Mason and Momo, producer Brian Cohen, producer Laura, the whole gang's here, the whole mishpucha.
Yeah.
By the way, one other bit about your party.
Yes.
So it's a very eclectic crowd. What happened?
That was me.
I don't know.
That was me. Go
You're
ahead.
causing feedback?
That was me.
I don't know. No, you know what it is? I held up the count of how many times he talks about the near-death experience.
What are we at?
And I think that was a paranormal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, are we at 10?
That was like a ghost thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was. That was very weird.
So when I came back from the hospital, Stephanie said you should watch Ted Lasso, and I only knew the one scene that we used in the convention one time.
You never watched Ted Lasso?
So I've watched it now. It's amazing. So much like the Nigerian billionaire who paid people to show up to things. Did you pay anybody to come to your party? Like, did you hire a staff? Because it was very eclectic.
It was eclectic.
Some of the people, I'm like, there's no way Mace knows this many people.
I do, actually. I do know that many people. And they're from, the thing I liked is they're like from different
it's very eclectic.
chapters of my life and different
That's
worlds.
That's what was great about it. There was like all those people I haven't seen in Vinny Bonsignor. How do you
Vinny
know Vinny
Bonsignor? Great guy.
Oh my God, I missed him.
We're going to have some Vinny Bonsignor during the Raider season this year.
How do you know him?
Beautiful.
I've known him for years. From
do you know
the
he
days.
gave me my first job?
Did he really? The Daily News?
He covered me in high school, and then one year I was like, "Hey, do you guys ever do interns?" And he was like, "I'll ask." And that never works, except it did.
By the way, Vinny looks fantastic too.
Yeah.
You
looks
didn't invite
great.
Steve Hartman.
So, is it Wheel of Questions time?
Yeah, it is. I was waiting
Time for Wheel of
Give her a
Questions.
spin.
Producer Brian Cohen, spin that wheel, sucker.
That's a dumbass question.
Yeah, it's okay, Stephen A. I got used to you saying that. All right, guys. So I saw this story, and it got me thinking about a lot of things. But I'll go with this question.
Okay.
So United Airlines flight left from L.A. to Shanghai, and they had to do.
Shouts out. Sorry.
They had to do
Shouts
bust a
out to
U-turn.
Shanghai?
Bust the U-turn because the pilot forgot his passport.
Oh, God.
That's not good.
2 hours
when you're
into
flying to Shanghai.
2 hours into the flight, he goes, "Oh, I don't have my passport." So they had to reroute to San Francisco. So my question to you guys is, shouldn't pilots and all the staff go through the same rigorous, process that we go through? We go through TSA, we go through all these things. We have to show our passport. Shouldn't they have to? If it got sneak in, they might not.
It is weird that the pilot would not have registered his passport to go to Shanghai.
Yeah.
But what is your worst airplane experience, Momo?
Oh, you mean like being stuck
Yeah,
someplace?
like that guy takes off. You think you're
also,
going to Shanghai, you turn around,
My
you come
take
back.
on that is like, I'm mad if I'm a passenger.
Hell
That's
yes.
a you problem, not a me problem.
Yeah.
Like you should just stay on the plane then. Can't you like that
Just
movie?
don't exit the plane
yeah,
in Shanghai.
Just stay on the plane, and you have to
It's
maybe
like Tom
they can
Hanks
hose,
in the terminal. Yeah,
they can hose you off or something. You
Yeah.
can fly
They can
on
hose
back.
you
Yeah.
off.
You probably need a shower after that flight.
Probably,
it's like 18
It's
hours.
a long flight.
You have to pay extra to get hosed off on a plane, I think.
Well, really?
Is there extra? Yeah.
It'd be really hard in those bathrooms. They're very small.
They are
but
small.
like,
Mace has done
why
stuff
does
in them.
everybody else have to be inconvenienced by him for getting his passport? My second take on this is, why do we still have passports?
What do you mean?
Well,
why
you
do we
wanna
still have
have them.
passports? How do we know what
Everything
country
should
we're
be-
from? If I
everything
didn't have
should
a
be
passport,
biometric.
Biometric?
we're not there yet,
We
Momo.
are.
No, we are.
Dude,
We are. But what
are.
about the countries we travel to? Do you think you exit in Africa or in somewhere else and necessarily they got the biometrics? I don't think so.
No, they don't. You're right. But this
Thank
is where
you.
we should go. We need to get there.
I believe we are going. I mean, they already have the
Yes.
thing where they scan your iris.
I know. Like now, when I fly, I give my. I don't have to show a boarding pass. I give my driver's license to them. They stand there. They take a picture, and it's like, go ahead, ma'am.
Oh yeah, I got to get a real ID. I think it's like
Yes.
in a few
Oh,
months.
now it's
it
a
is
thing. You
great.
got to get a real ID.
You got
also-
2 months left.
No, but they've also
But you know
said
what?
they're
If
not
you
going to
tell
be
them that-
serious. They're going to be
they're
like,
not gonna
oh
be
yeah,
serious.
whatever.
No, and also, if anyone gives you a hard time, just tell them.
Oh, I almost died.
Tell him you almost
Yeah.
died. Exactly.
That's
there you
good.
go.
No, that's a good job.
There's
That's a good job.
number 11. Yeah. Counting
What can you
11
do?
and counting.
What can you do?
So, have you ever been on one of those really bad flights where you're stuck and you
Oh,
can't?
yeah.
Like I flew back from Europe one time. We
Yeah.
landed in Boston. We were on the tarmac in Boston for 6 hours before they finally let us off.
Is
Then
that
we-
when you did the stuff in the bathroom?
No, we were at cruising altitude when that happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
terrible. Okay.
The Mile High Club.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to join
I
that.
don't know how people do that. There's not
It's
enough
hard.
room in there.
It's hard.
I've never
but
done it.
You can find a way.
Oh, Mace found a way.
Yeah, there's a way.
You got to. Well, somebody's got to stand on top of the toilet.
I mean, I don't want to give away the details.
I mean, that's the only way.
I could
There's not
diagram.
enough room.
I could diagram it, but
I don't know.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't think you
No,
have that
I
in
mean,
you
there's
anymore.
just no room.
I
Yeah.
definitely don't, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it just feels squished.
Yes.
Anyway.
Okay. Thank you very much, Laura. Laura, do you have any response to what your that story? Do you have any?
That people should not forget their passports.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, probably not.
Yeah.
No response, Brian. Any
I
thoughts
don't.
on that?
I don't know what to say after Momo.
Yeah. Any thoughts, Brian?
I would want a free flight out of that. That's all I would say.
You know
Give me
what?
my money back.
Absolutely.
Give
I
me my
would.
money back.
I would
Come
want
on
a
now.
free flight also.
100%.
You only did the Mile High Club once?
Okay,
Or
I
more?
got a good
just
story.
once.
I have a very
Just
quick
once.
good story. When we went on our retreat to Mexico, it was an early flight, like 9 a.m., and we're going on a girls' retreat.
Okay.
So, like, we all decide we're going to pre-party a little. We're having a shot before we go.
Sure.
I don't drink at 9 in the morning. So
I
everybody
did.
who
That's how I ended up here.
Chris did. Yeah.
So everybody who did that could handle their liquor in various states.
Yep.
Okay. Some people were good at it. Some people were not. One of the girls I went with doesn't drink it that morning and really did not handle her liquor well. Threw up during the flight.
Oh, no.
And the guy next to her was like, "Oh my God, this is really gross."
Yes.
You know? And so we,
Was the guy next to her connected? Like, did he
No,
know?
not at all.
Oh.
Just random guy sitting
Oh,
next to her.
that's
He was
rough.
like,
That's
"Ugh."
brutal.
So then the woman comes over, the flight attendant has to like clean it up and stuff. And she's doing this like powder. And I was like, that's not going to work, man. I got boys at home. I'll help you. This is gross. This is embarrassing, right? So we do it. And afterwards, we all were like, we're never going to talk about that again, right?
Right.
On the flight home, that dude was on the same flight
No.
home.
Oh my God.
So we said to the guy, like, "Hey, sorry about that whole thing. We're not going to drink this time, okay?" And he goes, "That's all right. I got free miles out of it." And then we were like, "How many miles did they give you?" And he was like, "Oh, 1,000."
Okay, well, that's not a
terrible.
lot.
You should
Yeah,
have got
not
a
at
lot
all.
more
Yeah.
miles. And like the feedback is like, dude, if somebody barfs next to you, like
Yeah.
you really should get a free flight or
Right.
20,000
1,000 miles get you nowhere.
Nothing.
Yeah.
That's not even free internet.
Hey, I wanted to actually talk about the Lakers for a
Okay,
minute
let's
because
do that.
we're going to go to Sports Graffiti and we're going to give people a chance to talk about it.
Beautiful.
This is back to back. Really, really rough games, and I will say first of all, Chicago played well above. They had a great shooting night. Last night, Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner were great. That's generally not a great three-point shooting team, but they were good last night.
Yeah.
And I think defensively, you look at it, and it looks broken. It looks like they're not connected.
Yeah.
This is the word that JJ uses
Yeah.
a lot, connected. It's weird. You could hear when Orlando was on defense, them shouting out, communicating about get here, get there.
Yeah.
You don't hear that at the Lakers end, or at least didn't last night. And that's the way they were playing when they were in that 8-game winning streak.
Yeah, and one of the ways they were playing before was, well, we don't have Anthony Davis before, so we just all have to play big. They almost look like they're playing zone sometimes,
Right.
Because they're packing the paint, no one gets in there, and even if there's a gap, somebody tries to go in there and they're really rotating and switching and all the things you would do on defense. And right now, they're just not trusting each other.
Right.
There's no trust defensively. I just think they need to play together some more.
And then offensively, it's looked broken too.
It's a little rough.
I mean,
yeah.
it's almost like one time up the floor it's Luka, next time up the floor it's LeBron. Austin sort of left out. It turned into ISO ball.
Yeah.
There's not as much ball movement. They're not finding those wide open shoot around threes that you saw them getting during that winning streak when Luka first got here.
So I also think they're tired.
Well, I mean, it's totally fair. It was 8 games in 12 days, I think, was in the end. It's just not right.
Well, LeBron's not tired.
Well, no, LeBron's not tired. Just not necessarily.
But he's getting back into his groove. And I'll say this. I think JJ gave the best explanation for why... because why it's hard to play that many games in that little a time. Because every time you talk about it, he'll go, I know the old heads will say, back when I played, we flew commercial and we played every game and da-da-da. And he goes, but the game today is different.
Mm-hmm.
He said, now there's so much movement and there's so much spacing that you just run and do so much more on the court than what it used to be when you would feed it into the post. People would pack in there defensively.
Muck it up. And
there wasn't the same pace. There wasn't the same movement on the court. So I actually kind of want to study this. I mean, not me study it. I'll just ask some smart guy to do this that works for us. We pay them good money to do this.
Yes.
To challenge this theory, to see if this theory is correct. How much did people run during a game back in the old head days versus now?
And do you know the answer?
I don't. I haven't asked him
okay.
yet.
You haven't
but
asked him.
I think JJ's right. I think that's why.
The problem for JJ is his team likes to stand around and watch Luka and watch LeBron quite a bit.
Well, that was what was happening last night.
So I don't think they're running as much as
but
Michael
that's what
Thompson
you do when
ran.
you're tired. Like if you want to play the right way,
Yes.
you have to just constantly be moving. And when you're tired, you don't do that. You cheat. You take a little rest. You steal a possession here and there and say, okay, let LeBron do it this time. I'm going to rest.
Right. And Austin was sort of left out last night.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel the way there's no synergy between them right now. And I am of the belief that they will absolutely figure that out and get back into that groove.
Yeah, I'm going to give them a week.
A week?
Yeah. Play a few more games this road trip. If they don't figure it out at the end of this road trip, then I would worry.
Yeah, let's look at that. The week is obviously tomorrow night at Indy. Then Thursday at Chicago, so back-to-back, and Saturday at Memphis before they come
Will
around.
Kobe White look like a star again? Will he look like our Kobe when he plays the Lakers
The odds of Kobe White looking like that, I think, are low.
Because on Saturday night, he looked amazing.
He did look amazing.
Yeah, Josh Giddey.
Giddey had a triple-double. I mean,
he almost had a quadruple-double.
Yeah, very close.
It was
Very
like
close.
8 steals.
Yeah, it's amazing. All right, so if you want to get to the Lakers here, if you want to talk about Dodgers opening day, it's Mookie Betts is...
Dude.
By the way, Tigers-Dodgers, when was that ever a thing?
What?
Never.
I know, that's become the opening series.
Yeah.
But they've been playing each other early.
Yeah, it's very weird.
I know.
I think they just figure it's going to rain in Detroit, so they send them out here now.
Now, I don't think they've not reached any conclusion on whether Mookie is going to play or not going to play. Is that correct, Laura?
I will confirm, but that's the
He
last
lost
I heard.
18
pounds is just crazy.
Whoa.
And somebody said it's like his insides are like eating itself. I mean, it's like brutal.
I've never been that sick. Have you ever had anything like that?
Never that I lost 18 pounds, for sure not.
Yeah, when I came back from Thailand, I had something like that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Now, he apparently got this before they ever
Right.
left for Japan.
Right.
Because Brian Cohen came back from Thailand once with something, but that's it.
Another story here.
I mean, mine was...
I won't do that joke.
Yeah.
I've been to Thailand. I don't want to do the joke.
Yeah, do you watch The White Lotus?
Yes, I'm watching The White Lotus.
Oh, it's good.
It's good. Are you up to date?
I am. It's a little weird, but
It
it's
is
good.
some weird stuff in there.
They went in a different
last
direction
episode.
this year.
Oh, God. Yeah. All right. So 877-710-ESPN. Got to get some sports graffiti in because the Luke Robitaille Show live is coming up for you at 1:15. Luke is going to be in the house with us here. 877-710-ESPN. Your call's coming up next. It's Live Imaging Tuesday. Woo! Morales is back. Momo's here for John. 710 ESPN.
Sedano and Cap.
Today at 3 p.m. after Mason and Ireland.
I feel like you and Neo would be friends.
I like Neo. I'm a Neo fan.
So Neo recently, hard launched his 4 girlfriends.
What do you mean?
Went
It was
out
a hard launch.
Went out in public with all of them and did all the red carpety thingies and public outing.
He has 4 girlfriends.
Yes, yeah, he does.
Wait a second, and all 4 women are like cool with
clearly
this?
cool with
Yes.
it. Yes.
Yes.
That's impressive. I only have 2 girlfriends. If Neo has 4, wow, he got twice as many lady friends as I do. I just walk in with 2.
Who's your second girlfriend?
Well, I got this other girlfriend, and me and Rachel and the third girl, we walk in together arm in arm, and everybody's like, "Oh, damn, Cap, what's up?" And I'm like, "It's the way I get down, bro." But 4, I mean, man, I love it. Way to go, Neo. I mean, you got me by 2, bro.
The LA Afternoon Takeover. That's Sedano and Cap.
On 710 ESPN. The LPGA Tour returns to Los Angeles for the JM Eagle LA Championship, presented by Pro, April 17th through the 20th at El Caballero Country Club. Come watch 144 of the world's best female golfers, including standout LPGA superstar Nelly Korda and back-to-back champion Hannah Green. Tickets start at just $25. First responders, military, kids under 18, and those affected by the Eaton and Palisades fires get in free. Get your tickets today at jmeagleLAchampionship.com.
Hey, it's Cap. Inheriting a home can be overwhelming, but Seller's Advantage makes it easy. One customer shared, quote, "Inheriting a home felt like too much work. Seller's Advantage gave us a reasonable offer, handled everything, and closed in 3 weeks. I highly recommend them. Skip repairs and headaches. Call Seller's Advantage today at 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
50 years at full speed. It's going to be an epic celebration at the 50th anniversary Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach this April 11th through the 13th. It starts with the always exciting lineup: Indy cars, IMSA sports cars, Robbie Gordon's high-flying trucks, and drifting, along with the first ever historic Formula Exhibition event featuring all 3 eras of racing at the Grand Prix: Formula 5000, Formula 1, and Indy cars, all on track at the same time. A very special sight and sound for everyone to...
Sunday night in Los Angeles, it was another offensive barrage for the Kings as they scored 7 goals for the second straight game and extended their home point streak to 14 games, a new franchise record.
Behind the net, Cano. The trapezoid takes it in front, centering pass, score! Warren Fogle, and the Kings lead 2-1 on Fogle's 100th career goal and his 20th of the season. Ulan Anderson shoots, pad save, rebound right circle, Doughty scores! Drew Doughty with a blast from the right circle. Waits, hands it to Hellenius, left circle, shoots, scores! Samuel Hellenius with his second NHL goal. And with 3:57 left, it is 7-2 LA.
Tonight, the 3-game homestand comes to an end as the Kings host the New York Rangers. Listen live at 7:30 Pacific on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Is that what you're doing?
I thought you said something else again. I always get confused when you say that.
Top deck?
Below deck.
Below deck.
But not...
And
on
then what's
a yacht,
the other one?
So it's kind of like a yacht show.
But it's kind of like, I was told
Upstairs,
it's kind of like
downstairs.
the Love Boat.
Yeah, okay.
You've got the crew and then you've got the guests.
Yeah, it's upstairs, downstairs. It's the crew makes fun of the stupid guests.
Did
and
the
then-
Love Boat get that saucy and smooth? As
No,
Below
never
Deck?
got that saucy.
I wouldn't say this is smooth. This is pretty messy.
In a
This is
weird way, like the White Lotus, I think is kind of Fantasy Island or Love Boat.
Yeah.
Either
I love
one
the little
of those.
guy on Fantasy Island.
He was great.
The plane.
I don't think he's with us
Where
anymore.
is Trudell now?
I'm
sorry. He texted me a while.
Was he at the party?
He was.
Yes, he
made an
was.
appearance.
I didn't see him.
He was in that picture that he didn't tag me.
Oh
in.
my God! Enough
Speaking
with
of
the
saucy
tagging.
and
I'm gonna
messy
go back
and-
and tag that crap.
Yeah, you got to tag it. Tag it, baby.
Now I'm
tag
just
it.
doing it to annoy him. I don't really
Time
care.
for sports graffiti.
Yeah.
Let's do whatever we do. There we go.
All right, here we go. Sports graffiti time. Momo in for Ireland. Morales hanging out. Let's start out with Harold. This phone's not good. Harold, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Harold.
Yeah. No, I think you give the Lakers, there's too many excuses, too much benefit of the doubt. Are they that good or are they that bad?
It's a fair question. I
Are
believe.
you in a closet?
No,
Yeah,
he was
he
on
was-
a speakerphone, I think.
Oh, speaker.
Speakerphone. No, I think you've got to throw out to some degree the
might be
last
in the
two
closet
games
too, you don't
because
know.
these guys were not playing together for a while, and
Yeah.
it's obviously out of sync. And JJ looked down especially long after when he was asked the first question. Do you ever notice that when JJ's asked a question by Mike Trudell, the very first one, JJ holds the microphone really close to his face and just looks down.
There's a big
And after a loss, it's a good 30 seconds he will look down trying to gather his thoughts. So you know how good the Lakers played based on how long he looks down after Trudell's first question.
I also like the walk-off he does with Trudell, where
Yes.
he'll answer and then just keep walking.
Yes,
It's amazing.
yes.
And it's like, huh.
Do you know what I feel like with JJ? Whenever I talk to him, I feel like he may have budgeted 30 seconds for this interaction, and if it goes 1 second beyond that, he's out.
Yeah, he seems very
super efficient.
Runs like the trains.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to Frankie D. Fresh. Frankie, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Frankie. No on
No,
Frankie.
come on, my guy Frankie D. Fresh.
Frankie D. Fresh blew it there. Look who it is. It's our friend Chris Ward. Chris,
Chris
what's
Ward.
going on, man?
What's going on?
I believe
Something's
it is
going
my,
on with the
it is
phones.
my phones. Go ahead and punch up Chris Ward on line 3.
I'll do it.
Hey, Chris, you're on 710.
Yo.
What's going on, man?
Oh, man. Amazing party the other day, man. I just wanted to call in and thank you, bro, for letting me. It was my pleasure to be able to serve the best of the best, my friend.
You made the party. There was a particular part of the party that was especially happy. They reached a certain altitude, and everybody was grateful to you. And by the way, and your cousin did a great job, DJ Fast Track, on the music and the way he lit the stuff. I thought it was just great, Chris. You made the party for us.
Well, man, it was beautiful, man. I just want to say you don't look a day over 52, man. Get out of here.
Thank you very much. Very
The great Chris Ward from Green Cross.
Very spry from what I hear.
Portia, you're on ESPN LA.
Hey, Portia.
I just want to say that I'm not giving up on my Lakers, and I hope they turn around. And Steve Mace, yesterday was my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
And I just want to give credit to Bronny for having 39 in the G.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Absolutely. Good point. Yeah, Bronny
on.
had a huge night in the G League last night.
Let's make Chris Morales talk about that.
Oh, come on.
He went for 39.
39.
I think LeBron's paying the other team off.
He went for 39.
Because when he plays in NBA games, he shoots over the basket.
Have you no heart?
He went for 17 when he was with us, and then he went for 39 last night in the G League.
Are you at the game when
to
the Nuggets sat
to
everybody?
Wait a minute. To say he doesn't have talent is
I
really
didn't say he doesn't have
unfair
talent,
now.
but let's settle down on Bronny scored 39 in the G League. Okay,
That's good.
That's
39
great.
in the G League is good.
But when he comes to an NBA game, he doesn't look like that. So let's just all calm down.
Well, he's 20.
That's fine.
I was thinking about it the other day. Dalton Connect is 24.
Yeah.
He's a much more. Bronny has played just a short season with USC.
didn't
Obviously,
even-
had the heart thing.
Yeah.
He's only 20 years old, and people like Morales are all over him.
I'm not all over him at all. As a cardiac brother now, I am the cardiac kid.
That's right.
Him and I are cardiac
Here we
brothers.
go.
Is that
Yeah.
because
I almost died.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I love it, but let's all settle down on. Well, Bronny had an amazing night.
All we did was shout him out for scoring 39.
you
we
shouted
did not.
him out.
We did not make him first team
You
All
shouted
NBA.
him out like John was sitting here, like, "Oh, John, look what I can do."
Wow.
Momo,
One
you're on
would
the
have thought
You're on
that-
the buttons here.
Frankie D. Fresh, you're
There
going
he
to
is.
try again. You're on ESPN LA.
What it do, babies? It's your boy Frankie D. Fresh, and Chris Morales is back, Jack. You're the GOAT of Live Imaging Tuesday. And speaking of Live Imaging Tuesday, I wish I could win the auction prize, but that prize is going to get us to millions of dollars.
Whoa!
Yes, millions of
Well, it's not
dollars.
yet. So bid now. It's 710-4CHLA.com.
Yeah, it's only $360 right now.
Also, I got a question for Momo and Mace. What time did the Lakers play yesterday? I get it. Rui and Bron need to get their legs under them, but not everyone can come back like the great Chris Morales.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
also, sucks for JuJu Watkins because it had me watching women's college basketball on a random Monday night, which I don't think I've ever done.
Yeah,
And it
Frankie,
sucks that she
I'm
got
in
hurt,
I'm
but
in
her
a
teammate Kiki, number 44, stepped up looking
Yeah,
like
she
a
did.
quarterback instead of a fullback. And lastly, Mason, what's up with your eyes? I can see it on the YouTube.
What is wrong with my eyes? Hey, Alex, what's wrong with my eyes? Look, there's Luke Robitaille.
Listen, his eyes are fine. Y'all need to stop and back off, okay?
Oh, my God.
Is there seriously something wrong with my eyes? You got to control the buttons there, Momo. This phone is
Watsonville, you're on Sports Graffiti. Watsonville?
Are you Larry King?
Are you in
Watsonville.
Watsonville?
What? Where
Watsonville.
Are you calling Watsonville?
Oh,
Where the hell
they
did
left.
that
Okay.
come from?
Devin, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, what's going on, guys? First thing, Godspeed, JuJu. I love when Momo is pinch hitting. and I'm still recovering from all the free BB Go we had out there in the LBC yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Boy, that BB Go is good, ain't it?
Oh, man, I loved it. It was awesome, especially when it's free, Mace.
especially.
Thanks, Devin.
Devin, thank you.
Hey, Mitch, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Oh, this could be good.
How we doing, guys? Happy
up,
belated
Mitch?
birthday.
Thank
Steve.
you, man.
Chris, welcome back.
Thank you so much, Mitch. I love you, brother.
Hey.
First of all, Lakers, when they're fully healthy, I think one of Luka or LeBron's got to do a triple-double, maybe two. But I'm just saying, I'd rather see Bronny in the game than Len or Ken Reddish. And these guys were lottery picks, and they've done nothing in the last 4 years.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, I think when they convert Jordan Goodwin to a playoff roster,
Yeah.
they do have to get rid of one guy. It is either Reddish or Len. I would hate to see Len Sanity end, but I have a feeling it might be Len.
Len Sanity never really began.
He should be allowed to play in the NBA.
Yeah. Len Sanity never really reached a peak.
I think
It
he'll
was
have
rough
another
those
chance.
nights. You think so?
Yeah, I think it'll be Cam goes first.
You do.
They got more wings than they do big guys.
Let's get one more in here.
Pamela, you're on Sports Graffiti.
There you
Go.
Oh, thank you. I love you, Mono. Steve, belated happy birthday. Chris, you were in my prayers. That's why you didn't die.
Thank you so much, Pamela.
I love you because you're so enthusiastic about FC.
Thank
you for airing the women's games. I prayed for JuJu. I want to know if you guys could possibly re-air Trojans Live, because last night, after the first segment, the ESPN syndicate kicked in and we couldn't hear it at all.
So we are airing Trojans Live at 6 p.m. Parker Bell is actually running around because he reported this on text message to Greg Bergman and I, but we were all asleep.
Now, Pamela, are you a real person or are you disguising your voice?
No, it's my stupid phone. Plus, I have asthma. I am a real person.
Mace, why are you so you're questioning one of your listeners that loves
no,
me?
I thought it was like somebody doing this, but now I know it's Pamela. Pamela, thank you. And again,
Mace, you're a bad guy for doing this to me.
And Pamela, tonight, Trojans Live is going to air now?
At 6 p.m. after she
6
had
p.m.
Academy. But it's a little dated because it was from yesterday.
I thought it was the phone. I definitely thought it was the phone.
By the way, the great Luke Robitaille is here, and with the Luke Robitaille show's coming up,
He
I'm going to
went
let him
great,
use
too.
my spot.
Oh, are you really?
I'm going to let him
I
use
didn't
my
know
spot.
Luke went gray.
You didn't know that?
Oh,
No.
yeah, Luke went silver.
You start. Let's find out who went gray first.
We will. We
All
will. The Luke Robitaille Show is coming up next. In the meantime, ESPN LA, proud partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles.
By the way, real quick, hold on.
Yeah.
Because Luke can hear us. Luke, I'm sorry Mace looks like this today. He's a little tired today.
Yeah, I have no idea, Luke.
Sorry
What?
about
I
that.
don't look
apologize.
tired at all.
For the Luke Robitaille show, you
Yeah.
should sleep up. I mean, you know.
The Make March Matter campaign happening, auctioning opportunities like hosting live imaging Tuesday
You
all
could sit next to
day.
me. You may even be able to sit on my lap.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
I don't think
is
that's a selling
frightening.
point.
That's,
You don't think so?
Yeah, no. Somebody just retracted a bid. You can bid on that item right now. Go to 710-4FORCHLA.com, 710-4CHLA.com. You can also just make a donation. There's a tab for that, too, if you want to give $5, $10, whatever it is. Help us make a difference today. The Luke Robitaille Show is next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
I just hope Luke's okay with your appearance, honestly. That's next on 710.
Sunday night in Los Angeles, it was another offensive barrage for the Kings as they scored 7 goals for the second straight game and extended their home point streak to 14 games, a new franchise record.
Behind the net, Gano. The trapezoid takes it in front, centering pass, score! Warren Fogle, and the Kings lead 2-1 on Fogle's 100th career goal and his 20th of the season.
Tonight, the 3-game homestand comes to an end as the Kings host the New York Rangers. Listen live at 7:30 Pacific on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Mom, I need to lay low for a few days.
Lay low? What's going on?
I only paid for this Hyundai Tucson.
Christopher Allen Lynch.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. Get the car or SUV you want at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 2.99% APR for up to 72 months on the Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, or Elantra. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end March 31st. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. And our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Waba Grill, it's for you.
When you're hiring,
Have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
And it is Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows, fun shows.
Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
Go, Kings, go!
Hey, it is the great Luke Robitaille in studio with us. How are you, Luke?
Great.
Good to see you, man.
How you doing?
I'm sorry you missed the party. I heard you got the invite.
Yeah.
And then decided what? That you didn't want to. You felt like you were just an afterthought.
Yes. I can't hear it. It's just
it's
working. That's all right.
Yeah,
That's
you
all
got
right. I
it?
can still hear you.
Okay, good. Yeah,
I don't need this.
Somebody's coming in and fix that. Yeah, you don't need it.
I don't. I can
But
hear
it-
you.
it
I don't
exactly.
need
feels
it. But
better
it looks
if you-
cool.
Yeah, it does
It
look
looks
cooler.
cool, though.
It
I
looks
look like
cooler.
I look more. Yeah. So Mike Alterio's here.
Yes,
Works
Mike.
with us.
Yep.
You invited him to.
I did.
But we realized that you invited us either out of pity or because the Kings were winning, because it was
Yeah.
only a week before. Like everybody
Right.
else got invited 2 to 3 months prior.
Yes, that is correct.
And we do have a life.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know
sure.
if you're
I'm
aware
sure
of
of that.
but
Yeah,
we do have
but
a life, and to be an afterthought kind of hurt our feelings.
now you couldn't have
Now,
had something
we really
better.
couldn't do it.
You
We
couldn't have had
make it.
something better Friday night than my party, did you?
Well, a couple months ago, a month ago, probably I would have had nothing to do. But
Right.
a week prior, getting the
Yeah, I
invitation out
guess.
of pity,
guess.
because I kept asking you for it, and for 4 weeks you didn't buy it.
Well,
so I mean-
61st birthday party.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Okay.
There you go.
Is that the invite now? for
That's
next
the
year?
invite
Okay.
now. Consider
Okay.
the invite made.
I just
Okay.
want you to know what you're signing up for. When he's really rolling, he does 2 or 3 parties a year at his house.
Yes.
Really? So is that why you're tired? Because you're hungover
Oh
from
my
the
God!
party?
This tired thing is driving me nuts. Do I actually look tired?
The
Everybody's
eyes are
saying I look.
glossy.
Everybody says my eyes are weird. Now I don't get it.
really weird.
What are they? How would you describe my eyes? They're just a
It's
little.
very glossy.
Yeah.
Maybe you need a
redness.
little cream underneath.
Yeah.
I need
That
a
could
little.
help.
Do you use
No,
under
but
eye
Mike
cream?
was talking to me. He had like some kind of sea cream. He said that maybe you can get
Oh,
to
really?
you.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Mike
He
is
literally had
working
the
on that?
name for it. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. Maybe
Sea moss.
I
Yeah.
hadn't
Put a little
seen
sea
you, but I
moss.
heard about it. and
Yeah.
Now I'm looking
Yeah. Now
straight
everybody's
at you.
talking about it. Exactly.
They're very glossy. Huh?
Yeah, that's. I don't know. I'm still tired from the party.
That's what
still
I think,
tired
yeah.
from the party.
The party that I was invited late.
Yeah, late
Okay.
too. Now Momo wants to know when you went silver with the hair.
I went silver like right around COVID.
Oh, yeah, that makes
For
sense.
years, I had marked like a black spot here, black. I look like a Dalmatian. So my wife kept saying, "No, we got to help you with this." I still have it. In
Oh,
the
yeah, I
back
see,
where
yeah.
there's a mark. So, but it was like that.
Yeah.
So, just around COVID, we said, "Okay, let's just let it go." So,
Yeah.
It looks great.
Feels great.
You know what
We
it is?
both look good.
You're not-
except for your eyes. My eyes are better.
Yeah,
than
exactly.
yours.
No, but see, you're not gray. You're kind of white.
It's
silver.
really white.
Silver.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know. Some people come to me and say, "What do you do?" I'm like, "Trust me, nothing."
Yeah, nothing at all. Exactly. That's what I want to do. I was like, I'm done, like
Yeah.
rushing over, trying to get it colored every 3 weeks. I'm like done with that. So you guys are in the midst of like a really, what is it, 3 games in 4 days? Is that what you guys
Yeah,
are doing right now?
It's actually, it's 3 and 4, but it's really 4 and 6. It's
4
kind
and
of a
6.
crazy schedule, but because of our league where we shut it down for 2 weeks because of that Four Nations tournament, everybody's at the same place. Even though we say, oh my God, it's a lot of games. We're all like we all have 12 to 13 games left, every team.
Yep.
And there's only 3 weeks left, so we're all going to play 4 games a week till the end of the
So
season.
when
It's
you get a
lot.
back-to-back, in the NBA, like, for example, a back-to-back, a lot of guys will sit out the second part of the back-to-back. Does that happen in hockey at all? Is there such a thing as load management in hockey the way there is in the NBA?
No, but there will be more like if you clinch the playoffs and you get near the end of the season, they might be where you'll try to rest like an older vet, like a. God, we want to clinch as quickly as we can.
Yeah.
Then you might. I mean, it's not like our coaches talked about, but you might want to give a break to a Kopitar or a Dowdy or something. That that has happened. Like when I was on a good team in Detroit, we did do that at the end of the year because we're clinched. But it's usually just one game or something. Like
right.
Maybe if there's a back-to-back at the end of the year. But the way our league is, everybody is so tight that it's pretty hard now to give anyone a break. There's only 1 or 2 teams that could do it.
Yeah.
But this is the hottest team in the NHL right now. It's 8-1-1 in your last 10 games.
Yeah, guys have been really good. We like the way they're playing. You want to go into playoffs playing a certain way, and right now we're playing a way that helps you in the playoffs where everybody seems to have confidence. In sports, is when you think you're a little bit behind, and right now everybody's just playing with emotion and understands their roles, and that's a good way to get in the playoff. We just got to keep it going. Like I like the way we're playing.
And you've got the kind of goalie that can carry a team through the post, like the I like to say the stand on the head thing. Is that loud like a total cliche? This stand on his head kind of thing.
The biggest thing about goaltending is you want your goalies to never lose the game for you. So
right.
You don't want to. It can happen. Everybody makes a mistake where you give up a bad goal, but then it doesn't happen for 4 or 5 games.
Right.
And then if he makes all the saves that he's supposed to make, and then there's every 3 games or 2 games he makes 1 or 2 that are unexpected,
right?
You end up being ahead. So we always look at it. If you look at our league, if a goalie's got a 910 save percentage, which that means they stop over 9 out of 10 pucks every time,
right?
You're in the hunt and you're in good trouble and you're in good shape. Sorry. And then what happens? The way our team plays, we don't give up a lot defensively.
Mm-hmm.
So if our goalie plays a really good game, then it really helps us.
You guys are also great at home. Like this, the best record in the league at home this year. Whereas in the playoffs, I feel like home ice hasn't mattered as much.
It's kind of funny.
Years.
This year, there's a lot of really good teams that are really good at homes, and maybe it has something to do with. In hockey, when you're at home, you control the last change, so you could pick your player to play against the other line.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like the good teams have adjusted that way. But it's only this year. Like you look at us, the Kings last year, we were really good on the road.
Yeah.
And we struggled at home for a while. And then we got better at the end of the year. But our record this year has been really good, and you just want to keep that going. You'd rather have home ice advantage in the playoffs. Like if you don't get it, you say it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but
right.
When you get it, you say it matters.
Sure.
You know? But if you do get to a game 7, it's a big deal.
Although hockey playoffs are weird because the 8 seed can win it all.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's like it's so there's such an X factor in hockey. It's a little bit like baseball, where all of a sudden, the team at the bottom of the rank can all of a sudden surprise. And I would imagine that makes it tougher because you play all year and you get a good seed, and then you know that you can get knocked out.
And the biggest reason for that, 16 teams out of 32 makes it. Like when I started, it was 16 out of 21. Way different than it is today. And so every team that makes it is a really good team. Like we won as an 8th seed in 2012.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And coming in, I think the biggest thing, though, it does come down to injuries in hockey. Like in the first round, sometimes like really good players will play injured, and they don't tell anybody. No one ever knows. I always tell people, read the internet after a playoff series. You'll see some guys are getting knee surgery, shoulder surgery.
Right.
And they played that way. So sometimes you're hurt, you could play, it doesn't change your game. But sometimes if it's your shoulder, you can't shoot, no one knows.
Yeah.
You're like,
and
what's
and
wrong
it just
with
says
this
like
guy?
mid-body injury.
Yeah, we're waiting for that one. It's always lower or lower or upper. I'm waiting for the one mid body.
We need a little more description. Like how is that the players' union that's held that line?
It was one coach one time that kind of said it, and then everybody's kind of taken that forever. And during the season, our GM likes to say, let's just say what the injury is.
Yes.
But as you get near the playoffs, you you'd rather
Yeah.
not the other team know.
I want to get Momo on the Zamboni. Momo, you would be unbelievable on the Zamboni. I got to do it at the fire relief event a couple of weeks ago, and it was so much fun because
How did he drive?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't
I
drive.
rode shotgun.
Oh, no.
I'm a bad
with
driver.
those eyes.
Yeah, with
we
these
weren't
eyes.
gonna let him drive.
Yeah. No, it is so much fun because everybody waves to you. Like everybody's like,
It's like
hey,
the Rose Parade.
it
Yeah,
is.
Everybody's
the whole
looking.
time?
Yeah, absolutely. Just like the Rose Parade. Not as long, but
Yeah. And then I would imagine you need me for the playoffs.
Oh, for singing?
For singing?
No, we haven't done the test yet.
Oh, well.
What's going to be the theme song this year? Last time you won the cup, I remember it was like, "This is LA," right? We could play that over. Do you have one this
We
time?
don't have one yet, but our guy will come up with something.
'Cause we could bring
as
that
you get
one back.
closer. Yeah, we'll bring it back with you guys.
Hang on, I just found a piece of music.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet
Hey, wait, though. Listen to this high note.
Okay.
o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Not bad, actually. Not bad.
Yeah. So the playoffs? You think playoffs?
No.
No.
But we'll get you in
Preseason
Ontario
next year?
first.
Preseason?
I want to see how you perform in front of a crowd.
How about out in front of the
we
arena?
had a great thing that might be good for you this last game.
Yeah? What was that?
So it was, I think it was Japanese Heritage Night for us, and we
Okay.
had these older ladies that were playing the harmonica.
Oh, really?
There was about 6 or 7 of them, correct? I don't see Mike.
Mike is
There was about
over there
6 or 7
somewhere.
of them, and I looked over, it was the harmonica, so I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
It was very cute. Because these
you
ladies were
thought-
singing.
And you thought
They were-
I should
No.
play the
So
harmonica
here's
with the old
no,
Japanese
here's the
ladies?
key that
Oh,
happened.
okay.
The entire crowd started singing with them.
Oh, that's
They weren't
nice.
singing. They were just playing the harmonica.
Yeah.
So maybe we have you start singing with dim down the volume.
Dim down the
And
volume.
then we have the crowd sing with you.
Yeah, that's a
And
good
like that
idea.
you become this guy that just involves everyone.
By the way, I think that is one of the cool things when the
I
entire
know. You could do
arena
something
sings
very
the national
special.
anthem. That would be really cool.
It's also drowning out your voice.
That is correct. Which I'm totally
I wasn't
fine with.
going there, but maybe.
I'll tell you, singing the national anthem at a Kings game, which I did a number of years back, and you said never again after that, is scary because you walk out onto this carpet, like to the middle of the ice, and there are just spotlights on you all over the place, and you're like, you are freaked out. You're at center ice singing the national anthem without a net.
And we got to pick the ESPN game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
We gotta
absolutely.
make sure we pick the right game.
Absolutely. Now, you guys are home. You guys are in a homestand right now, right?
We're home tonight. We're on the road Thursday, then we're back home for 2 Saturdays, Sundays. So, as much as we played, it's 3 and 4 nights tonight, and then we're playing 3 and 4 nights
3 and 4 nights.
Thursday
Wow.
again. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, it is awesome to have you in here. Are you going to hang out for a while?
No.
No. All right.
We got a game tonight.
You got a game? Oh, I
I'm
know.
going to
I don't want to
game.
get in the way of the
It's great
the game.
to see you.
Yeah.
And I don't. What if it's something you caught? Can we catch that with your eyes?
Oh yeah, you're right.
We don't know.
I don't.
Maybe it's not a
I don't
hungover.
believe this is a
Have you
symptom
thought
of
about
something.
Yeah, a little bit. I do have little kids, so I feel like I'm immune.
know,
They
yeah.
bring home
Is he
so
rubbing
much.
his eyes a lot?
My eyes are not that bad. Brian, are my eyes that bad?
No, they're good.
long as you've been hanging
Brian agrees with everything I
It's
say.
not
That's
that
why I
bad.
love Brian.
They've gotten a little bit more red since I got here.
Oh, God. Well, that's because you're annoying. All right, there you go. There is Luke Robitaille live and in person. There he is. All right.
And that's a final.
That's a final, Luke. Thank you very much, man. We appreciate you
You
being
have to
here.
stay for the photo because you'll be on his page.
Oh, yeah, we got to do a photo. Absolutely. All right, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Sunday night in Los Angeles, it was another offensive barrage for the Kings as they scored 7 goals for the second straight game and extended their home point streak to 14 games, a new franchise record.
Behind the net, Donnell. The trapezoid takes it in front, centering pass, score! Warren Fogle, and the Kings lead 2-1 on Fogle's 100th career goal and his 20th of the season.
Tonight, the 3-game homestand comes to an end as the Kings host the New York Rangers. Listen live at 7:30 Pacific on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
50
50 years at full speed. It's going to be an epic celebration at the 50th anniversary Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach this April 11th through the 13th. It starts with the always exciting lineup: Indy cars, IMSA sports cars, Robbie Gordon's high-flying trucks, and drifting, along with the first ever historic Formula exhibition event featuring all 3 eras of racing at the Grand Prix: Formula 5000, Formula One, and Indy cars, all on track at the same time. A very special sight and sound for everyone to experience. Plus the huge Lifestyle Expo, Family Fun Zone, Mother's Exotic Car Paddock, and 2 exciting concerts: DJ duo Doug's on Friday night, presented by Acura, and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame band.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill?
It's just better for you.
Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Jackson Jr. and me to watch Monday Night Raw on April 7th at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. We'll have ticket giveaways and a grand prize of 2 tickets to the Ultimate Wrestling event on April 19th in Las Vegas. Your attendance is your raffle entry. Plus, get a bonus entry when you RSVP at ESPNLA.com. But you must be present to win. See you Monday, April 7th at Hollywood Park Casino. Visit ESPNLA.com for details.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BREAK to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BREAK to 321-321. That's BREAK to 321-321.
Hey, listen, at least Luke didn't notice your eyes.
No, he did.
Hold the line, Toto.
He absolutely did.
29 minutes in front of 2 o'clock. Mason and Ireland on a live Imaging Tuesday. Thanks to Luke Robitaille.
Yeah.
We are the home of LA Kings hockey. The all-new ESPN LA app, and, of course, 710 ESPN.
You know, it's funny. The other night I was talking to Deacon Fry and his buddy Cameron at the party.
They were at your party. I don't know if you knew that.
And they said that they love the app. The app is terrific.
Right.
But they like that AM radio sound.
Well, it's when all that processing comes in.
It's the processing, and it's that little bit of sizzle, a little bit of static. The crack. I love AM radio. I grew up listening to AM radio.
Yes. Our engineering team, which took a month and a half off because they thought I was going to die. You can note that down.
Yeah.
So they haven't done what they were supposed to do. Shocking. But they were supposed to make the app. They're going to make the app sound more compressed.
Oh, really?
Hopefully. And the YouTube page.
By the way, the app is crystal clear. I don't mean to say there's anything wrong with
the
the app,
but it doesn't sound compressed.
True.
There's not as much compression.
Right.
And that's what makes AM radio sound that way, is the compression.
The compression.
Yeah.
Compression. There's nothing wrong with my eyes, by
when
the way.
When you're listening at night and you hear, "Hi, this is John Ireland," and you're listening to Lakers, that's a compression.
Did I tell you that?
And that's a final.
Exactly.
Did I tell you that there's 2 age cliffs, one at age 45 and one at age 60?
Yeah.
Apparently, aging speeds up at both of those milestones. I'm 45, you're 60. This is not the room to sit in, my
But
friend.
you're not feeling anything. You're
I'm
still
41.
Chris is right there too. Did you feel anything over the last few months?
Well, a little stuff because I almost died.
Yeah.
So.
But I don't believe in age cliffs.
I don't either.
I don't believe in.
If you looked in the mirror today, you might.
Oh, screw you.
Look at the man in the mirror, as Michael Jackson once said.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I used to count down the minutes until my birthday. I'm only going to be 6 for 3 more minutes. Only going to be 7 for.
You remember being 6?
Did you really?
Yeah, I was really weird.
You remember being 6?
Super nostalgic about every little turning point.
What's
in my
your
life.
first memory?
Well, apparently her being 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you being 6 is pretty young.
I was really upset about things like that. I remember making macaroni and cheese when I was like 5 or 6, coming home from school.
Yeah.
I
Like
learned how
Kraft
to do-
mac and
yeah,
cheese?
Yeah.
Don't feed your kids Kraft mac and cheese.
It's delicious.
It's delicious, but it's not
God,
good for
it's
you.
so good. Yeah, I like ultra-processed food.
It's cheese food.
Here's the thing. I know it's got a bad rap, but I am in favor of ultra-processed food.
I also
It is
have a theory.
delicious.
As somebody who now has to check the sodium on everything, don't feed your kids that.
So delicious when it's ultra-processed.
We need to train our kids to be able to digest stuff like that because they live in a world with ultra-processed foods.
They don't have to eat them.
Right. I mean, you could just make them eat vegetables and stuff like that.
If they only ate healthy, and then the first day they go to school and somebody brings some cupcakes they bought from Ralph's, what is going to happen to them?
Hey, that's cool, but I'm good. Thanks.
Get in my belly!
So did you see Steph Curry make that full court shot, or the shot from the tunnel?
I tore a rotator cuff just watching it.
As it turns out, I watched another view. It did not go in.
Didn't go in.
Oh, really?
It's so disappointing.
I know.
I was looking at it, and I'm like, how the hell did he do it? And he just hit below the rim and swished the net. So it didn't go in. But it's unbelievable that he was able to be that close to it.
It reminded me of that Larry Bird commercial. Do you remember with the McDonald's, that
Yes.
one where he's like throwing it from the
yeah,
stands,
yeah.
it goes in. And do you remember the one, Jeff Nathanson? Do you remember him?
I do remember Jeff Nathanson.
Jeff Nathanson is the broadcaster when he's they're filming LeBron warming up and he's making these crazy shots. And you remember when the broadcaster goes, "Are you guys getting this? Are you seeing what he's doing right now?"
Yeah.
I think it's like a car insurance commercial. But do you remember those LeBron back in the day? It's like probably the early aughts.
Yeah, early aughts.
Early 2000, whatever we call those.
So your first memory, what was your first memory,
First
Morales?
memory.
My first
thing you remember.
I don't know. Because,
Okay.
I had a stroke. So some stuff's going on.
Oh, God.
No, he almost died.
Yeah, there
he
you
did.
go. There you go.
See, I remember being 3.
I don't know how old I was, but I have some early memories.
I
as a kid.
have an early memory. Go ahead.
We went to the drive-in when I was 3 in 1968 to see Planet of the Apes. And I
Ooh.
very clearly remember Planet of the Apes scaring the living hell out of me when I was a 3-year-old. And the rest of the family just nodded off. My dad was
can't
asleep.
believe
My
they
mom
took you
was
to see
asleep.
that when you're
It was
3.
just me in the drive-in watching Planet of the Apes and had nightmares for weeks after that.
That is not
That's
age
why
appropriate.
the nightmares are the reason I remember that.
Okay, I remember we have to look up what year this was. I was probably 3 or 4, something like that. And we used to go up to Bishop, which is in kind of on the way to Mammoth. My cousins live there. And there was an earthquake. And we were all sitting outside on these tree stumps in front of my aunt's house. And I remember seeing the earth move, and it was like the scariest thing ever for a kid that age.
Oh, sure.
It was like the Owens Valley quake. It was pretty big.
Right.
Somebody
Brian,
look that
do you
up.
remember anything? I know you've been
involved
in certain things over the years. Do you remember anything?
Well, similar to you're saying, the nightmares.
Yeah.
My first kind of memories is I used to watch Chucky and Leprechaun.
Oh,
the movie when I was a kid.
What isn't Leprechaun the one that stars Jennifer Aniston?
That's right.
It's Jennifer Aniston and a leprechaun in a horror
it's so
movie
good.
called
I just
Leprechaun.
watched this last St.
Oh,
Patrick's
that is
Day.
so funny.
But I used to have nightmares about that, so that's what I remember. And for some reason, little 3-year-old, 4-year-old get
Why
to watch
did they
Chucky.
let you watch that?
I used to like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Laura, what about you?
So I don't have early 3-year-olds, but I think I was like 5 or 6 when I was outside playing with the water hose and I broke a bottle and I slit like my whole heel. It's like it was brutal. I had to get stitches.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, I guess you would remember that. Well, that's...
I think like traumatic experiences we remember
Yeah.
as kids. Anything happy we
Anybody
really don't.
here have any traumatic experiences they want to talk about?
Yeah.
Chris?
Why we're in a...
Well, I just went through one, so
Yeah.
we
What
won't. I'm
happened?
not going to give it to you this
Now,
time.
are you allowed to talk about the other thing that the thing is, or I won't? But
Yeah, I
if
can.
you can talk about it,
You want to do it next, or you want to do it here?
let's do it at 2.
Okay, let's do it at 2. Yeah.
We're going to do some What's Up Fool next, and then I am actually really proud of you for the thing that we're going to talk about, too. In the meantime, oh, God, I got a live disclaimer here, so stand by. Hey, it's game time. Chumba Casino, the action never stops. You can play online social casino games anytime, anywhere for free. No purchase necessary. Your playbook is stacked. Think bingo and solitaire and slots and so much more. Hundreds of games. You'll never run out of action. Here's the kicker. They're dropping fresh games every single week. It's like a highlight reel of fun ready for you to tackle. Plus, free daily login bonuses and a sweet welcome bonus. Play for free. Take your shot. you can redeem some awesome prizes. What are you waiting for? The clock is ticking and the game is on. Suit up, take your shot. Let's head to ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com. Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Delaware, Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Sunday night in Los Angeles, it was another offensive barrage for the Kings as they scored 7 goals for the second straight game and extended their home point streak to 14 games, a new franchise record.
Behind the net, Goodell. The trapezoid takes it in front, centering pass, score! Warren Fogle, and the Kings lead 2-1 on Fogle's 100th career goal and his 20th of the season. Move on to Anderson, shoots, pad save, rebound right circle, Doughty scores! Drew Doughty with a blast from the right circle. Waits, hands it to Hellenius, left circle, shoots, scores! Samuel Hellenius with his second NHL goal. And with 3:57 left, it is 7-2 LA.
Tonight, the 3-game homestand comes to an end as the Kings host the New York Rangers. Listen live at 7:30 Pacific on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
Open your world to all that SeaWorld San Diego has to discover. Make new connections with orcas, belugas, dolphins, and more. Explore all new depths with Jewels of the Sea, an immersive experience featuring vivid displays of awe-inspiring jellyfish species opening this spring. And set sail on a flavorful journey as you sample your way through an all-new menu at the Seven Seas Food Festival. There's so much more to SeaWorld than ever before. Save up to 55% on tickets, fun cards, and passes during our spring break sale. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement, and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Baker Street.
142. That is what you said with Yachtly Crew.
Yes,
By the way, if you missed it earlier, speaking of our friends at Yachtly Crew, who were very supportive during my whole
That is very
deal.
nice.
Very nice guys. On Mason Island on Live WG Tuesday, we are moving the Mandy Awards.
Yes.
I came back, I had a health thing, so I missed some time. So putting together a whole award show.
How bad
by
was that health thing?
Well, I almost died. You can write that down. I came very close, actually.
Yeah.
This isn't a
How
bit.
close?
No, not a bit. He did really come close.
Very close. I was on a ventilator for quite a while. We'll
Yeah,
talk about
that's
it.
crazy.
Everything a little bit more at 2 p.m. But The first signature event of 2025 is All-Star Friday Night, Friday, July 11th in West Covina at the West Covina Sportsplex. The Field of Dreams. We're going to shake it up this year. Now, we're going to have a listener game, but it might not be COT versus Mafia. It might just be a listener game, and you have to enter to get in. And the two managers will be personalities. And then usually it was Team Ace versus Team Sliwa.
Yes.
But even though I begged him to come back, he hasn't come back yet.
Did my team win or lose? I think my team lost last
We
year.
lost last year, won the first one.
Yeah, won 1 year. We're 1-1.
So we're going to shake that up, too, somehow.
Good.
And I wanted to play, but my cardiology team said no. So Michael, Pepe, and I will be back on the broadcast on YouTube.
That's a good broadcast team.
It is a good broadcast team.
Yeah.
I got to be honest.
I liked it better than when Keyshawn was broadcasting.
Well, Keyshawn only spent like 2 innings with me, and then eventually he left for that FS1 show that he made me watch. So Keyshawn's been very supportive.
He has an FS1 show?
I know. Who knew?
Whoa. I did not know that.
So during...
Do I get FS1? Oh, no, I get it. I just don't get it.
Most people don't. Don't even watch it. But he was like, since you're at home from the hospital... he offered to give me money if I needed money, which I'm fine, thank you. But he asked, could I watch his show? So for 5 days, I watched the show in the afternoon.
And that's when you almost died?
No.
Yeah, that almost killed me.
But that thing's 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
That's
tough. Yeah, that's
it's a
tough.
long show, man.
It's a long show.
It's a long show.
Who's he talking with?
Like the crew.
Who's his partner?
Paul Pierce. And then
Oh.
Rick Bueller was in on that one.
I like Rick, yeah. I like Paul.
Yeah. And then they had some other guests along the way.
So he's driving the show.
That week he was. I think Joy is back now.
Okay.
But it was a long 5 days.
Yeah,
what were your notes like?
You got to tell Key what he wants to hear. So just
Okay.
more Key. More Key.
Do you want to do some What's Up, Fool?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's time for What's Up, Fool. Hit the thing. Yeah.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's Mezcal. Dos Hombres.
Take it away, Brian Cohen or Laura.
Oh, I will
Take it away, producer Laura.
Thank you, Chris. Welcome back. We are happy.
Thank you
that
so
you're
much,
back.
Laura. And I'm glad you're here.
Well,
Me
thank
too.
you.
I gotta get Laura for the afternoon show, too, today.
I know.
Because she's in for your favorite person, Lindsay, who didn't come to your party.
In the double. Lindsay went to Cleveland.
But she said she was going to come to your
She
party.
was going to stop by.
She
but
didn't, though.
She texted me and said something came up, and she's.
Maybe it's because of how you treated her.
It's
anyway.
certainly not that.
Man, you got her off the
We
show.
just worked together last week.
Take
Yes.
it away, Laura.
Thank you, because then I get in trouble somehow with these comments.
Yes.
All right, guys.
They're your comment. Laura's the one that was talking about Lindsay.
I was about to choke right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, in 1983, The Outsiders premiered in theaters. So, Mace, you and I were talking about this movie.
Yes.
I was a little bit young. I was actually not even born, but I was young when I watched this movie. Have you guys heard of another movie that has created that many stars?
No, it's interesting. So I saw this on the, this day in, and The Outsiders came out on this date, and nobody had ever seen these actors.
Okay, who's in it?
Matt Dillon,
Okay.
Ralph Macchio, C. Thomas Howell, Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe, Tom Cruise, Emilio Estevez.
Good casting.
Nobody had ever seen any of them. They were all kids, and Francis Ford Coppola put them in that movie, The Outsiders, based on the S.E. Hinton book, and it is amazing.
Is that pre-Karate Kid?
Oh, that's everything for everybody. That's the first time I ever saw Tom Cruise, Rob Lowe, any of those people. First time I ever saw them. I don't know if there's a movie that has launched more careers than that one. It's a classic.
By the way, I just got a text. The Lit Experience is at $1,000.
Oh, nice. Oh, good. Keep it
You thought, see, I told you a long time ago, I'm a grower, not a shower. And I told you, this thing's going to grow.
That's many.
It's growing, yeah. 710-4FORCHLA.com.
I missed you, man.
What's up, fool?
You want some eye cream, Mace?
You know what? Let me
'Cause the
knock
eyes
him
are
down.
Enough with the eyes.
Let me knock him down a peg. Because back when they were bidding on our experiences, which a
Yes.
lot of those biddings have closed, you had to choose how you're going to spend your money. Now this is kind of the only thing left.
No. Dinner with Cappy and
Oh,
Sarah.
that's still out
by the
there?
way, broadcast live from your home or business is still out
Oh,
there.
that's
What's
a
that
good
up to? Like
one.
$5,000?
No, it's still only at $3,300.
People gotta get
Somebody's
better.
got to jump in there. You own a chicken shack or a burger house or whatever. You want us broadcasting live from there. Chicken shack? Yeah, sure.
That sounds like where you want to go.
What's a chicken shack?
Where they sell chicken sandwiches.
Don't they do that everywhere? We go back to Wheel of Questions already in progress. guys.
Yes.
What's up?
Wheel of
It is-
Questions.
it is
What's up, fool?
It is What's Up, Fool.
Where's
but
Wheel
go
of
ahead.
Questions? Oh, that was a
We already
one.
did
Hey,
it.
listen, I had a stroke.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I almost died.
No
Right now.
wonder he's making mistakes.
Right. Well, speaking of, health and stuff like that, 23andMe, I don't know if you guys saw
Oh,
this
yes.
yesterday. Yeah, they filed
Oy.
for bankruptcy, and it's being reported that their genetic data could be at risk, is what people are saying, because
it will be.
Somebody can come along and,
and buy all your genetic
all your
data.
info. So apparently over 15 million people have provided, the saliva samples. And just question, what do you think about this overall story of, somebody can buy it now? And have you ever done it? And what's the benefit of ever doing this?
I have never done it, but, they've caught, killers and stuff because their cousin was in the database and it led to... So the FBI has always had access to this. I'll tell you what, that's who should buy it. The government should buy it. Although that's a little scary, isn't it?
Scary.
I guess I don't want the government to buy it.
No, I think it's really scary because it's more about... Your health insurance rates could go up.
Yep.
People who, one of the things 23andMe does, it tells you what your ancestry is, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're
Did you do it?
74%. No, thank gosh.
Okay.
My mom did, though. I told her to cancel hers because she's older. So, oh my God. Well, I guess she's Medicare at this point. It's probably not going to go up.
Yeah, no,
right?
it's
but
okay.
my cousin did it, and he did all these things. You have a genetic predisposition for this, and this, and be careful with this. I'm like, if your health insurance buys that, now your insurance is going to go up. You might not be able to get life insurance. What if you can't get all this?
Right.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
employers could buy it.
I never did it. I know my brother did do it, and I'm like, I know our background. I know our heritage. I knew my grandparents.
Stuff. It's the other stuff.
Like,
that's
what's
really
the
cool.
other stuff?
The other stuff is your risk factors for all these different diseases.
Oh my God, I don't even want to know that.
I know.
Don't tell me what I'm going to die of in advance.
Yeah.
I'll just be surprised when it happens. Sneak up on me and get me without me worrying about
what it's like.
Which part?
Were you surprised? Did you know these things?
I think you knew something was going to happen.
I mean, a couple months, yes, I knew something was not great. And then what really started in January, that's why I wasn't around. So I was at home, but I was putting on massive amounts of weight quickly, and that was the edema and the swelling.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, okay, this isn't normal to put on 5 pounds a day. And I was all fluid. And I blew up very quickly, size-wise. So that was when it was like, okay, it's
Something's
time to go.
wrong here.
Yeah. And my family, my girlfriend, everybody was like, you need to go now. And I was still stubborn. And then I went, and then it was like, okay.
All right.
What's
so,
that, Fu?
yeah, we're going to change the subject from edema.
Well, edema's, people deal with it.
I know they do.
Melma was just baiting me. She wanted
I
me
was
to
just
say,
baiting.
I almost died.
I'm trying to get the
Exactly.
count up because
Yes.
Travis said he did it 30 times, and we are right now only at 17.
Wait a minute, Travis said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Travis said, he said you really hammered it today.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
I mean, he came over to visit me quite a bit, and Mace didn't.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
I didn't.
Okay, you can't do that.
I did it, though.
lovingly texted many times.
We did text many times.
Yeah.
You didn't say sorry for your heart like John did, but
No, sorry about your
We're
heart.
sorry about your heart.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I remember when Napster was a big deal.
Wow,
that is
Napster
an old school.
and LimeWire and all of those goodies that gave us, maybe not so legal ways to getting music.
Mm-hmm.
But can you believe that somebody out there paid over $200 million for Napster?
Just recently?
Recently?
Like, literally
What the hell is
recently, yeah.
Napster for now?
like
We all
Napster.com?
Yes.
We all have every song.
Infinite Reality Group has dropped a whopping $207 million for the privilege. Well, grabbing Napster. That's crazy.
I know what that's about.
What does Napster do? You're buying data. You're buying the data. That people
They're
that
trying-
use.
AI. and
They're
data.
scraping data.
They're trying to use
I-
it for a first
yeah.
Because I downloaded
social.
some other stuff like in 1999. I hope they don't find that
You're
out.
going down for that.
Oh, boy.
So they're doing it because they want to do the first social music platform.
Okay.
Those videos were
That's
big
crazy.
then. What can I do?
Yeah.
You're gross.
I will say, I think this sounds like somebody buying the data of everybody that ever
Yep.
used Napster.
crazy.
They can say social media, blah, blah, blah. They're accessing all of our social
That's
stuff.
AI right there.
That is AI going to sort through that and use it against us.
I used Napster when I was in college.
Oh,
that
I
was a
was-
thing.
I never used the Napster.
Oh, I
I
did.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
never
yeah.
used that. Now we do. Don't you have, we have access to every song.
And
Well, if you have Apple
like your
Music or
own,
Spotify,
Music,
yeah.
yeah, you could do your own playlist. You can do Mace's playlist, and people can see what you're listening to.
Mason's radio music
Yeah.
station or whatever.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What's that, Fu?
All right, so this clip was making its way around the internet yesterday about Puka apparently putting his age on when he wants to retire.
What do you do after? I want to retire at the age of 30. I'm 23 right now. I'm going into year 3. I think of Aaron Donald like, man, like to go out at the top, I think it would be super cool, but then also be like, yo, like I I want to have a big family. Just like I want to have at least a starting 5. I'm like, I came from a big family. So
he
I'm
said
like,
he want 5.
I need 5.
What do you think here of Puka, who's currently only 23 years old, putting it out there that he wants to do the AD route and retire at 30?
Plan your life. That is what he is doing. And I completely support the idea of getting out of it at 30. You know what? You make your money and then save your brain.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's doing.
And your body.
And your body. So, yeah, it makes total sense to me. I mean, I don't know. What do you do when you retire? I was talking about it the other night. I don't know what you do. What does Puka Nacua do when he
Sounds
retires?
like he wants to have a lot of kids.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, he wants 5.
Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
So I went to a Nigerian wedding, and one of the things they do at the wedding, and I don't want to say who it is because it's a person you would know.
I already know.
Yeah. So they do this thing where they say, how many kids do you want to have? And it's like, stop. Like the dad always wants like 10 kids, and the wife is like, whoa, hang on there. And it's like a game that they play up there.
And so
like
did they decide how many kids they're going to have
they landed
at the
on
wedding?
5, but I don't think that's really going to happen.
That is crazy.
That's a lot.
I say good for Puka. Just make these next 7 years count,
Yeah.
man. Right. Just make a couple of runs.
Yeah,
What's
I agree.
up, Foo?
All right, guys. Here's another one that I saw and on this day because, like Chris said, I am filling in later.
Yes.
In 2002, The Bachelor premiere in ABC7.
Wow.
I am not a big fan of The Bachelor. Were you guys? Are you guys a big fan? Or are you guys like glued to it?
I got to be honest. I've never watched The Bachelor.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
I have watched it in its early days, back before I was busy with things to do, and it was really contrived. It was really.
Is
stupid.
there anything real going on?
No.
Do the relationships
Not at
ever
all.
last? Has anybody ever
A
lasted?
couple people have gotten married and had kids, like a couple. But how many years is that? 23 years now.
Wow.
And then there's also bachelorettes. And
Golden Bachelor?
Yeah, there's a Golden Bachelor.
Mace, you could be on that now.
He's taken.
Set.
Well, I'm
Leave
just
him
saying.
alone.
Even,
Yeah, I don't need anybody anymore.
Well, you are spry for your age. I
Thank
love
you.
that, yeah.
Thank you
Oh,
very
God.
much. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you're alive and kicking.
I am, because I almost died.
There it is. Thanks, Mace. I've been tired of setting him up.
Yeah,
You got it now.
Exactly.
What's up, Foo?
All right, guys, I saw yesterday was the 20th anniversary of the pilot for The Office.
Yeah.
It goes down as, honestly, my favorite TV show, but it's the one show that I could go back and watch over and over. I've seen every episode at least 5 times. Is there any show like that for you, or a movie that it's like no matter how many times I'll put it on,
yeah.
I just want to feel good and let me get some of this?
Yes, for me it is 30 Rock. I can watch 30 Rock anytime. There are so many jokes, and chances are I missed a couple of them along the way because it's really dense with jokes. So that's the one I go back to. And there's like 5-6 seasons.
Yeah.
You can roll through those anytime.
For me, I have 2. West Wing. I can watch at any point, anytime. And also Sex and the City. I can watch old episodes of that. I know, not your thing.
Sex in the City's great, man.
It is great.
I feel like it hasn't aged well. When I see an episode, I'm like,
It's still good, though. It takes me back to that time and place.
Okay.
Yeah. It's okay. We don't have to like all the same things.
Well, you and I agree on The West Wing.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So I recently mentioned Ireland. I went back and watched the pilot for The West Wing and the pilot for The Newsroom.
Oh, yeah.
Both
Aaron
amazing.
Sorkin shows. You know what? Both come across as a little corny.
Yeah.
A little corny. Not that I don't like.
Yeah.
Just a little too corny.
Well, the world has changed.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. If you're looking through it in a 2025 prism, you got to remember where that was. West Wing was written in 1997.
Right. And by the way, the show got better and better and better.
The
as
first
it went
season of The
along.
West Wing was not great. The first season of The Newsroom was the best that they did of that show.
I'll tell you, Jeff Daniels in the first episode of The Newsroom was terrific. He was great. He had that big monologue in front of the kids. Really, really good. But I thought West Wing, a great show, little corny on the pilot.
So here's what I'll say about Sorkin, because people have always said, why weren't the other shows as like The West Wing?
Yeah.
Because there's so much dialogue and how the dialogue moves and how it's sort of everything is bigger than ever. That works for The West Wing because these people, and it would work for a hospital.
Right.
Because these people are literally running the world.
Yes.
I remember the pilot. It's
Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, they're doing SNL basically.
SNL.
So the dialogue doesn't work. The Newsroom.
Sports Night, I thought, worked.
But it still was a little heavy for
Yeah.
you're essentially doing Sports Center.
Right.
It was just a little heavy.
Yeah.
But The West Wing, these are people running the world. So I think you can't judge The West Wing on the pilot.
Well,
Season 2 was an amazing
The other
season.
thing, the tough thing about a pilot is you've got to introduce
all the
characters and set it up. So it is
And the
difficult
pilot
to
was
set
sort
it
of
up.
built around Rob Lowe.
Yes.
And
And
Martin
the
Sheen
hooker.
makes an appearance at the end. that was not what the show became. Because of Martin Sheen's amazing performance at the end, they said, let's change the show.
Yeah.
And instead of Rob Lowe being the star, Martin Sheen's the star.
That's right.
So I would watch more if you're just trying to watch The West Wing.
Right.
There's your West Wing knowledge on a Tuesday
That is
afternoon.
a lot of good West Wing stuff there. Are you guys done?
Yeah,
we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Somewhere John is listening.
Yeah, we're done.
And that's a final.
That is a final. All right, coming up next for you, let me see. Oh, we're going to do a little Lakers. Lakers last night really, really struggled again, and such a sad story. JuJu Watkins getting hurt last night was just devastating. It's funny. I was talking to Juan. Juan does not believe the women's basketball thing is real. He says, I don't believe people are really watching it. So I was talking to my mom and not stepdad Leo last night on speakerphone, and they said, we've got to go because we got to turn on the USC game. And I was like, see, everybody was watching.
Everyone.
Yeah.
I was texting 4 different people about like friends who were watching, not just sports people.
Yeah, I mean, she's the biggest star in the sport right now.
Yeah.
I mean, in women's basketball.
She is.
And it's so sad to see them now. And who knows? Maybe Kiki can carry them a distance, but I cannot imagine getting by UCLA or South Carolina, or they got UConn. It's going to be tough going, but really, really sad story. We'll get to all that stuff coming up, and I got a big question for Morales, too. And look, he writes like a third grader. DeAndre Hawkins is here. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And by the way,
you never have to miss a moment. Mega Sports Station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand.
2 o'clock at KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. By the way, Cappy, O'Shea Jackson Jr., and producer Lindsay are doing a party, a special viewing of Monday Night Raw on April 7th at HBC, Hollywood Park Casino. There'll be one grand prize, a pair of tickets to that big wrestling event. You know the one in Las Vegas. RSVP for your spot right now at ESPNLA.com. You must be present to win at HBC. 21 years or older to enter. Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. LA's premier card room now open 24/7. ESPNLA.com, sucker. More. Mason and Ireland next.
The LPGA Tour returns to Los Angeles for the JM Eagle LA Championship, presented by Plastpro, April 17th through the 20th at El Caballero Country Club. Come watch 144 of the world's best female golfers, including standout LPGA superstar Nelly Korda and back-to-back champion Hannah Green. Tickets start at just $25. First responders, military, kids under 18, and those affected by the Eaton and Palisades fires get in free. Get your tickets today at jmeagleLAchampionship.com.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Empower. Nick bought a new guitar, a 62 American Classic Electric. Does he know how to play? No. But Nick's Empower investment account has performed well. He got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risks. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. This is a really good guitar solo.
Welcome to TGL, presented by SoFi, golf's newest league. It's sharp and it's electric. How is it sharp? How is it electric? Good questions. Try this on for size. 2 hours of hammer dropping, overtime, forcing, playoffs on the line, golf. With 24 of the best players from the PGA Tour, split into 6 teams: Atlanta, Boston, Jupiter, LA, New York, and the Bay. This isn't your average Sunday pickup game. Tune in every week for TGL matches, only on ESPN. Keep up. It's golf.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Oh, yeah. 3 minutes after 2 o'clock on a live imaging Tuesday on Mason in Ireland. Little Kenny Watkins.
Yeah.
Momo sitting in for John on this great Tuesday, the 25th of March. Good to be back. We're back and better than ever, as somebody once said. Producer Laura, what? What were you?
I
was
did not
Greeny.
say
Remember when
anything.
Greeny used to say that with Golick? We're back and better than ever.
Yeah, I do.
Anyway.
I do.
Producer Brian Cohen, producer Laura's here.
Call back.
What? I can say Greeny and Golick.
Shouts
Yeah,
out
yeah.
to you, Greeny. And Golick.
I was never up that early.
Yeah, I
Well,
was never
Clinton
either.
Yates has taken over for Greeny.
I know.
7 to 9 a.m. Clinton and Friends. Are you one
Clinton
of the
and
friends,
Friends.
Momo? Have
I
you
have
been on
been
the
a
show?
friend, yes.
You've been on the show?
Once.
We're not friendly, apparently. I've not been invited to be a friend.
Did you invite him to your party?
I did.
He wasn't
Was he there?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he was
He
there.
has a really little baby at home.
Yeah, he does have
Plus,
a
and he gets up
tiny
very
little
early.
He's Clinton Yates. He doesn't
Yeah,
need
he
to,
is.
he doesn't need to entertain me.
He is TV's Clinton Yates.
Yeah.
President of the Handsome Man Society.
Community.
Do you think I could ever
I'm
go
close.
with TV's Ramona Shelburne?
No, probably
why-
not.
No, I
not on
wouldn't.
brand.
I wouldn't. It is
No.
definitely his brand. All right, so we were talking about how they're not going to be the Mandys anymore,
Right.
and I asked ChatGPT for some ideas.
Oh,
Do
I
they
love
like the
this.
Bammies?
It did not. Here are the ones that were suggested.
The Cappies.
If you want to keep it playful, the Mandos, not good.
no.
The Radio Raws,
Yeah, that's a
No.
lot of double entendre.
the Mic Drops,
Some there.
Maybe.
the Hot Takes,
No.
the Showtime Awards,
No, definitely not.
the Travies.
No, you would be. Can you imagine if we called them the Travies? Mace
Better
might
than
quit.
the Cappies, I think.
I don't know what would annoy Mace
The
more.
Masonites,
Cappies.
the Sedanos, the Morales,
No.
the Echoes, the Takesies, the Statics, the Open Mics, the Dead
Takesies.
Airs,
Takesies.
the Sleewa. Oh no, the Sleewees.
I call them the
Sleewees.
How
I
about
would
the
call them the
Momos? Is
Sleeves.
Momo's on the list?
I call them the Sleeves.
They don't have they have the Vibes, the Laurels, the Rings, the Chips, the Goaties, the Sunset Awards, the Palmies, the
you know, we should
Pacifics.
definitely call them.
Sunset.
How
so
about
we
the
can play-
Gafotes? No,
Oh, the
just
Gafotes.
The Gafotes. Have we figured out who the Gafote is yet?
I think we're still working on that.
Okay.
ESPNLA.com.
That was big. That's great prizes.
I think we're getting ready to do Gafote 2.
Oh,
nice.
Excited.
Yeah,
for that.
I don't think any good names came out of
I think the
ChatGPT.
Bammies are good, or the Cappies.
I don't think the Cappies works.
So, yes, if you didn't hear earlier, because of my hospital stay and because we're a little behind the 8 ball, we will be postponing the Mandy's this year in June. Because to do the show that I want to do, we start planning that in the fall of the year before.
Yeah.
And it's just too much to get together. And ownership believes we don't want to work Chris that hard. He's just come back. You know,
Right.
I almost died. You'll write that down.
You are like a racehorse. You're on Lasix. It's like,
Oh, I take 20 pills a day.
yeah, it's crazy.
Not in that way, though, anymore.
It is a bit of a workman's comp issue if they put you through that.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I don't know
but-
about that, but
Yeah, I don't think we want to. But
yeah, it's not a workman's comp issue at all.
okay, so I'm going to ask you a question directly. I want you to answer me directly. When you were going through it,
Yes.
did you see anything?
Yeah, you mean during when they put me out for a little while?
When you were out,
Yeah.
you were never clinically gone.
No.
But when you were in that state,
Yeah,
did you see anything?
So the first week in the hospital, all they thought really the issue was congestive heart failure, and I was on Lasix and a lot of different meds.
Right.
Then, by luck, so I wear a life vest right now. You can see that's the little thing on my head.
Right.
And it's really, at this point, it's just to monitor, and they get a lot of data to the cardiology team. But they were running behind, and it was a Friday. We were supposed to go home. And Stephanie, my great love, and was spent every night in the hospital with me. She went to the nurses and basically said, it's late, it's cold outside, it's February, can he just stay? And I'm like, they're never going to say yes. They said yes at St. Joe's.
Right.
He can stay and we'll deal with this tomorrow. So why don't you guys order dinner, stay? The last thing I remember, this is Super Bowl weekend, was laying next to her and I fell asleep. I don't remember waking up Saturday. 'Cause
wow.
The minute I woke up, I had a seizure.
Oh,
and then in
God.
the afternoon, I had 2 very violent seizures.
Wow.
And then they put me, they basically...
do you remember those?
No, not at all.
Did you have visions?
They intubated me, and then I was out. I didn't watch the Super Bowl. Everybody watched it with me in the room, but I did
Right,
not watch it.
right.
I didn't come back or be woken up till Monday afternoon. During that, I saw my grandfather. I spoke to him in a Vanilla Sky type scene. The movie
really?
Vanilla Sky.
Yeah, sure.
He's been dead since I've been 8 years old.
All right.
We spoke.
Yeah. Do you have any advice?
He said, you're going back.
Oh, he did.
Because I said, I'm ready to come home. I'm done.
Yeah.
And he said, no, you're not
No,
done.
go
He had
back.
a heavy New England accent.
Wow.
Pop.
Yeah, go back, my
grandfather.
grandson. Go back.
He didn't say that. He said Pop because we call each other Pop.
Got it.
And then I also saw Stephanie. So Stephanie's a widow.
Yeah.
And I saw her husband.
Get
Oh,
out
wow.
of here.
And I had never met him, obviously, but I have seen pictures and have seen a video. And I saw him in a bar. And I said, hey, can I buy you a drink? You know I'm Chris. He said, yeah, I watch over you guys. And I said, wow. And again, this is visions with a lot of...
So he wasn't pissed off that you were dating Stephanie?
No.
All
and
right.
he said, you can't... Did you hear? And this is probably from people hearing me. Like, I was hearing what the room was talking about, the hospital room.
Yeah, right, absorbing it.
Yeah, well, that's what people do when somebody's in a coma, even a soft coma. And he said, didn't you hear you can't drink anymore? And I probably overheard that in that state. And I said, okay, well, maybe one day I can buy you a Coca-Cola. And he goes, not today, but one day you'll be back, but not for a long time.
Wow.
And then, and again, this could have been
Dude.
over days, but
Yeah.
it felt like right after that I was woken up.
Yeah.
And the sound was like a sound of being underneath an airplane. It was so loud. And then the flashing of lights in my eyes, like, Christopher, wake up, wake up.
Yeah.
And then my family was like talking to me, and then they had to pull out all the
Oh, that's
tubes.
awful.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that was not fun.
That's terrible,
Because
yeah.
I was still like there, but I wasn't. And then I couldn't talk for a few hours.
Right,
Then I
right.
started talking, and here we are. But
Wow. That's an amazing story.
yeah.
So now, and I will just say, Chris lived really, really hard.
I lived fun.
Yeah, you lived fun.
I had a fun, very amazing 41 years. I partied
but
a lot.
You did abuse yourself.
You got
did.
it all in.
I got it all in.
Right.
And the next 41 years are going to be even more amazing, but a little less chemical filled.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And you've given up drinking entirely.
So I gave up drinking at the end of the year because I knew something was going on.
Right.
And, my mother was an alcoholic and went sober in 2008. And my father and I were part of that process. And I gave it up on 12/31/24, which actually wasn't a great idea to go cold turkey.
Right.
When you were again, I never thought of myself as an alcoholic because it was for work. How many remotes did I drink?
Oh, sure.
Tequila at? How many bits did we do? Whatever. The Mandy's last year.
Oh,
I
the
drank
Mandy's,
quite a
yeah,
bit of
there was a
tequila.
bottle
Both
gone.
Momo and I did.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I remember everything.
So
Yeah.
quitting cold turkey is not a good idea. So if you consume a lot of alcohol like every day, you need to see a doctor before you quit. And
Yeah.
it's and again, this isn't me getting on a soapbox about quitting. You do what you need to do.
Sure.
But if you're going to stop doing a chemical, the toughest chemical to do without help is alcohol, and it's the most dangerous. So what ended up causing a lot of my issues, from the congestive heart failure to strokes to seizures over that time, might have been that I did cold turkey and didn't get the
Right.
help and meds, because they'll put you on anti-anxiety medication, which will help your body make that transition. But
Now, do you consider yourself to be sober now?
yes, I have not consumed CBD, weed, or alcohol in almost close to the end of 3 months here in March. And
never will again.
Never will. So I've been told by many doctors, never consume alcohol again, do not smoke cigars. And I've made that choice to not do that because it could potentially kill me. One drink could land my heart back into this state that it was at the beginning of February. It's
Right.
much healthier now. So this, people tweeted at me and were making little jokes like I had chest pains and said bam, or it is a final. I never had chest pains. I didn't have a heart attack.
Right.
I had congestive heart failure, which is slightly different.
Yeah.
My heart failed. When I went in the hospital, my heart was at 16% fraction rate. Cappy's here.
Cappy's here.
And now it's over 40.
Wow.
And the hope is to be in that normal range. So normal hearts is, even a marathon runner, is 55 to 70.
Right.
You're over that, you're actually in an unhealthy state. So the hope is to be that. And I'm proud to say I'm in AA.
Yep.
I'm holding up to the camera, my 2-month coin a couple weekends
Congratulations.
ago. I went with
Hey.
my mother to a meeting where a lot of the people there were her patients.
Yep.
She's a drug and alcohol counselor now in her second life.
Yep.
She left the retail business and the executive world to become what her passion was and help a lot of people. And I'm looking forward to this journey. And here's the thing. I don't know for how much AA is for me.
Right.
But it is for a lot of people, and it helps a lot of people.
Oh,
And
it
I've
does.
got a sponsor who I walk with, I talk to, I read books. It's a powerful, powerful thing. And this was before therapy was even a thing, that these two gentlemen, one was a stockbroker and one was just a businessman, and they put together AA. And it's worked since the 30s.
Yeah.
So it must work. So,
Leo, not stepdad Leo, sober.
there we go.
Yeah.
So if you're out there and you've gone through this journey, amen to you. If you want to ever reach out to me, I'm here to talk about it. And again, if you want to call me a hypocrite on the internet, that's fine too. Because
Regarding
yes,
what?
Well, I was the guy that said, don't go to doctors, have fun.
Oh, well, I
Eat
mean,
12 hot dogs at a remote. I did it all.
Yeah, guess what? People learn, they evolve, they
Yeah.
change.
So
You know,
I would remind people that have fun. I can have just as much fun. I had just as much fun on Friday night at your
Right.
house, sober. I'm on a sodium restriction right now and a fluid restriction. That's because of what happened, but that might go away. So watch, listen, if you're going to eat and have fun, like I did for 41 years, here's the thing I didn't do. I didn't see a doctor, and I didn't get my labs done or check my blood pressure.
Yep.
And that could almost cost me my life.
And guys don't care. I mean, guys in particular are like, I'm not going to the doctor. I go once a year.
Did that count?
Go once a
wrote
year.
that down?
Oh,
Okay.
did you count that?
I mean, it felt like it was a little in bad taste for me to like point that out, but I still counted it.
So get your labs done.
Yeah, get your labs done.
Get your blood checked.
Do that.
And here's the thing: if you have kids, you want to be here for them.
Yeah.
Okay. I was given another chance by God. I'm a big believer in Jesus Christ and God. And if you're not, that's fine too. If you believe in a different God, that's cool. But if you believe in something above, I came back for some reason. I had something else to do. I think it was to do more here and do more with everybody and be with my girlfriend and my family. If you have kids, you don't want to drop dead because you didn't know something was going on.
Yeah.
And that's just what can happen.
Sure.
So take your blood pressure. Get your labs done.
There you go. That is a huge public service announcement for everybody out there. And I guess the big takeaway, get your physical. Do
get
a
your
physical
physical
once a year.
Yeah.
How often do you go to the doctor's, Mama?
Not enough.
Women go to the doctors more often
Yeah,
than
but
men,
I'm not
I think.
good. I'm like one of those people who doesn't go very often.
No?
I should.
Yeah.
I go to other doctors. It's not like I never see a doctor.
What do you
but I
mean?
don't-
What other doctors?
Like I'll go to see the
Dr. Feelgood?
No, like the chiropractor. Or I have a physical therapist. or things like
Chiropractors,
that.
I don't think are doctors,
Yeah.
are they? Is
They
that a
gotta
real
go to
thing?
school for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
But they're not an MD.
No, and
So you
I
wanna
do-
go see an MD
Yeah, I
if
gotta
you
go.
can.
I gotta go see my. I haven't done it in 3 or 4 years, probably.
And here's the
Gotta
other
get
thing.
physical.
Psychologist, psychiatrist, very
Yeah.
important in the
I
process.
do that. I do that.
So there's nothing wrong with any of that.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. If you live in this state and you don't have insurance for whatever reason.
Yep.
Covered California is incredible.
Yeah.
And Obamacare, which gave way to that. Get yourself some insurance. My medical bills were huge, and I did not pay tremendously out of pocket because of
That's
insurance.
great.
So
Yeah.
if you're out there and you think, oh, I don't want to get checked up because I don't have insurance or I lost my job, go get, we don't have pre-existing conditions in California. So you can go and get checked out. That shouldn't be an excuse.
Yeah.
Because it's really important to take care of your health. And again, if you pull a tape of me on the internet from a year ago, I wasn't saying
Yeah,
this.
but I mean, everybody changes their mind.
Well,
I mean,
that's
I
okay.
had a big wake up too. When I had my back surgery, that was a big wake up for me.
Yeah.
I abused my body for years, working and just not working out, doing stuff. I would drink too much, and I wasn't like I
No,
didn't
I
think
get
I had a
it.
problem, but I definitely had to like get things under control between food and alcohol and lifestyle and working out and all that. And then all of a sudden, my back broke. Like literally, like that will humble you.
Yeah, sure.
To the point where like I have to make a change, and if you don't make a change, as for me, honestly, it was my kids. I was like, I need to coach him in soccer. I
Right.
need to be able to pick my
Right.
kid up. I need to be able to.
Well, your priorities
function.
and
Yeah.
your perspective change. Your perspective has changed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And by the way, milestone birthdays, perspective changes a little bit.
And
It's just
before the
natural.
hospital, I probably would have said you wouldn't get a new contract, but now you're going to get a
You
new
think
one.
I'm going to get one?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I hope
Still
so.
kind of up in the air.
No,
Yeah,
it's
is it
not.
still
It's- no,
is it
we're
still
work-
up in the
we're
air? It's
working
still
on it.
questionable.
We're working on it.
All right, coming up next for you, we'll talk a little Lakers. Last night, another rough night. That's 2 nights in a row that have not gone well, despite the fact that LeBron James, they're playing with pretty much everybody. They're healthy right now, but just not playing well. And how much will Shohei Ohtani pitch in 2025? We'll get to that coming up, too, because Thursday's opening day. Mesa in Ireland. Momo's in for John, 710 ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah, tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes.
LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
It's spring in the Southland, and the season of adventure is here. So why not hit the road in a brand new Kia from Kia of Carson? Whether you want a sleek sedan, a spacious SUV, or the latest hybrid or EV, Kia of Carson has the perfect ride for you. As one of the largest Kia dealerships in the country, we have all the latest tech-savvy vehicles that make the season of adventure more exciting. And Kia of Carson makes car buying easy, fun, and unforgettable. But don't wait. Our spring sales event is happening now. Hurry in today or shop online at KiaofCarson.com. Kia of Carson. Let's get you on the road.
Next Gen, the official air conditioning, heating, plumbing, and electrical team of SoCal sports fans. And spring is here, and it's time to clear out dust and allergens, not just from your home, but from the air you breathe. Next Gen is here to help you breathe easier. And right now, ESPN LA listeners can get $100 off select indoor air quality products to help reduce allergens, dust, and pollutants from your home. Upgrade your air, protect your family's health, and enjoy cleaner, fresher air all season long. Next Gen is here for you 7 days a week with financing options available because your family's safety and comfort are always their top priority. Don't wait. Call 833-3-NEXT-GEN today to claim your $100 off select indoor air quality product. That's 833-3-NEXGEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN today to start breathing cleaner, safer air tomorrow. Call right now.
NEXGEN. Call 833-3-NEXT-GEN.
Hey guys, it's Cappy here for Prize Picks. I love Prize Picks, man. I've been talking about Prize Picks for years. I play it literally every day. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. We have over 10 million members and literally billions of dollars in awarded winnings. Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less. I mean, it's really that easy on at least 2 players, and you've got a shot to win up to 1,000 times your money. So run your game all season long with Prize Picks. And here's the best part. It's springtime, right? Baseball season is officially underway. Don't miss your chance to add your favorite players from baseball into your Prize Pick lineup. So whether it's strikeouts, RBIs, it could be first inning runs, you take your pick of more or less, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You're going to get a $50 bonus when you make your first $5 lineup. That's CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Download that Prize Picks app. Prize Picks, run your game.
Mason in Ireland on 710.
I mean, would you rather have good life or sex? Good sex. Good life, good sex.
Well, I got both.
There you go. That's
good
the
for you,
answer.
Johnny I.
More of Mason in Ireland right now.
Okay. So, Laura, you're doing the afternoon show today, and so this day in one of the ones on here is
Billy.
this day in 1984 was the Motown 25 special. And this is where Michael Jackson first did the moonwalk. Do you remember this performance? Brian, this happened long before you were even born.
Right, yeah,
You've seen it, though,
yeah,
right?
Of course.
Anybody here able to moonwalk?
Nope, never learned how. I tried so many times.
I tried so many. It is so hard to moonwalk. Have you tried it, Brian?
Unsuccessfully, yes.
Laura, do you ever try the moonwalk?
I have failed miserably, but
Yeah.
I do know people that can do it.
I wonder if Bergman might be able to do the moonwalk.
Yeah, he
Bergman's
seems like
a
a
really good
moonwalker.
dancer.
Very good.
Yeah. No, have you seen him?
Oh, yeah.
Bergman can't. Wait a minute. You're doing it sarcastically. He
All
can really
I've seen
dance.
is that video. Yeah, I saw him
the
dance.
video back in the one that
After the softball
that
game.
happened at where was that? The Sunset Room?
The Sunset Room.
Yeah.
Oh, you
The
guys
video is
never
epic.
saw the ones that he sent us when we were doing the Sedano and Kaplan show in the afternoon?
No.
Oh, there's like some salsa moves. There's like
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I saw him do the dancing at the Sunset Room.
Yeah, it
Which,
was.
by the way, is a good spot. You were there, right?
I didn't go to the Sunset Room.
That was after the softball.
Remember when I pitched 6 weeks after having a baby?
Oh, that's right.
That was like, I got to get home.
Yeah. So, we're still rolling around with some mythical money, and I put 5,000 mythical dollars that Ireland thought was stupid. I put on USC, first round of the NCAA tournament, USC minus 32.5.
You won that one.
Combined with UCLA minus 30.5. Ooh. I won that one also.
Yeah.
So that's we're calling it 3-1. 5,000 mythical dollars. We're calling it 3-1
Wow,
for putting
15.
those two together. It's all brought to you by Chumba Casino, your favorite online social casino game. Play anytime, anywhere for free. For your chance to redeem some serious prizes, head to ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Got to be 21. Terms and conditions apply. So last night, the Lakers well, this is now 2 consecutive games since LeBron came back. They just don't. They don't look right on either side of the ball. Frankly, defensively, not good, not closing out, and not communicating, not connected. And then on the offensive side, a lot of ISO ball. It was kind of like LeBron, it's my turn. Luka, it's my turn. LeBron, Luka, and Austin was kind of left out of the whole thing. How big a concern is this?
I'm not concerned yet. I feel like they're really. I feel like they're really tired. I was in the Laker locker room after that Milwaukee loss. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah, the one where nobody played, yeah.
Yeah, it was the Bronny
Except
James
Bronny scored
podium
17.
game, yeah. And one of the players was telling me, I'm just going to say one of the players, because he wasn't on the record, because I just don't feel like we have any juice right now. Like, I just think they're out of gas. There's no juice. Like, when they first got Luka, there was some juice. Like,
right.
It was exciting and thrilling, and then this stretch that they went through, everybody I see around the team seems sick. They all feel like they've got some upper respiratory thing that's lingered for a month. They all seem like beleaguered. People who've just been on the road forever.
Right. What?
They haven't been home.
It's too many games. It's not right.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with this. 8 games in 12 days,
Yeah.
I think it is. That is just too much for any team.
Yeah.
And I understand why they said for the Milwaukee
Yeah.
game. It's a shame that it was a home game.
Yeah, and sometimes the game where the fatigue. Okay, when you have a run and you work a million days in a row or something.
Yes.
Then you go on vacation and the first thing
By
you
the
do
way,
is get sick.
Ask me that question again.
Do you know how you have a run where you work a million days in a row?
Not really.
You had one last year.
I did. I had
How many days?
56
That's a lot.
shows in a row, yeah.
I mean, but you did have weekends and stuff.
I did have weekends, but
Yeah.
still 56 straight games.
That's pretty good,
56 straight shows. That's pretty good.
For you, really good.
For me, yeah.
Yeah, epic.
Broke all the records.
So, like, when you have a run and then you go on vacation and the second you stop, you get sick.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I think they are.
Right.
I think it's like the after the run. It's the after that they're all gassed. That's when your body can feel it. That's when all the stuff all the fatigue. I just watching them right now, and then when you're tired, that's when you go back to your bad habits.
Right.
That's when you go that extra rotation, that extra play there, that extra pass, or should we run the offense right now, or should we just let LeBron try to score this possession?
Right. And that's kind of what there was a lot of standing around. There was not a lot of ball movement. It was either LeBron or it was Luka, and each guy was doing their ISO stuff.
Yeah.
It obviously did not work. They're not on the same page. There's no synergy between those players. Those guys are so smart, though. I was watching them on the Get Up this morning say, are they broken? Or are they? You know what? These are really smart guys.
Yeah.
Luka, LeBron, unbelievable, instinctual, high basketball IQ. They're going to be able to reassemble what they were doing.
They'll be fine. It's just they need some belief to emerge because the way they're playing offensively and defensively, it's a little especially defensively, it's a little different, and it takes a lot of trust in the system.
Yeah.
And when you have success with that, it makes you trust the system more and keep doing it. When you get beat by, like when the Bulls score 146, or the Magic, who's the lowest scoring team in the league, put up 118 or 116, wherever that was yesterday.
Right.
That makes you not trust the system. Even though they weren't running the system the way they should.
Yeah.
Even though they let everything go instead of just the things they chose. It just makes you go back to your own. It makes you not buy into it and run what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
Because it only works if everybody buys in.
And, of course, they're in the middle of this road trip. By the way, they are currently the 4 seed.
Yep.
Basically tied with Memphis. They're 2.5 games out of the 2. They're 3 out of the 7. So they're right in the middle of that.
So I think the 2.5 games out of the 2 is something.
Meaning?
For a long time, there was no separation between 2 and 6.
Correct.
I'm sorry, 2 and 5.
Yep.
And then now all of a sudden, there's getting to be a little separation there.
Yeah.
The 2 and the 3 are kind of couple games up, not just half a game or one game or night to night. Now it's 2.5 games. That's some separation going to where I think the Lakers and Memphis are falling back into that 4-5 now.
So am I wrong to say that I don't think we're going to get the 2?
Probably not.
So I want the 6.
I would want the 3.
Why would you want the 3?
Okay, if you get the 3, then you
have
avoid
one home series, right?
One home series, and you avoid Oklahoma City in the second. Then you play like Houston or the 2-7 winner. Houston or Denver is going to be the
right.
2 or the 3.
So I think the team. I'd like to see Denver play OKC. I think Denver can actually knock out OKC.
Maybe.
And set up a Denver Lakers Western Conference Finals. That's what's going on in my mind.
So would you rather avoid Oklahoma City or Denver?
Oklahoma City.
Interesting.
Yeah, wouldn't you? I don't feel like Denver. I don't think there are enough guys there that are frozen in that Denver owns us mode. I mean, Luka doesn't care.
Yeah, but it's the plan.
DFS doesn't care.
I know.
And they've had success against Denver now.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, but OKC, I think. In fact, if you look at the analytics, if you believe in such things, NBA stats and information, and their analytics department has it this way: who's going to come out of the West? There is a 60. It's heavy OKC. 69% chance OKC goes to the finals from the West. Lakers are second at 8%.
Wow.
Nuggets 7%, and Rockets at 7%.
Wow.
So OKC heavy favorite to go to the finals.
67%, and the next one is 8%.
8%. Yeah.
Goodness.
So it's hardcore OKC, and they are really good. If you look at their defensive numbers, it's crazy. Yeah. They lead in every hustle stat they own, and all the defensive stats they own. That is one of, and Ireland has said this, one of the best defenses he's ever seen in the NBA.
Yeah, they're young and really physical,
and they've got size, and I mean, they're really good. So I'd love to see them avoid OKC until the Western Conference Finals.
Okay.
So you're saying the 3 they would do it,
right? 2, 3, 6 or 7.
Yeah, you don't want to be the 4-5.
Right.
Now, would you play out of the 4-5 if it looked like you were going to be in the 4-5?
Of course.
Play out of it.
What do you mean play out?
Back out of it.
No.
See, I would.
What do you mean back? Oh, you mean you try to lose to be the 6?
Correct. I'd lose to be the 6 to avoid being the 4-5.
I
know that's basketball, guys.
No,
blah,
it's
blah,
like
blah.
it's
I said that last year with Denver. Avoid Denver in the first round. They needed to win one less game, and they should have.
Yeah, they should have.
All right, coming up next for you. Oh, I mentioned
we want
this.
all the smoke. And what's the rest of the Darvin quote? We ain't ducking no fades.
We ain't ducking no fades.
Yeah,
well,
they should have.
Yeah, they should have. Yeah. All right, coming up next for you, Shohei Ohtani. How much is he going to pitch this year?
I hope not.
There's a really good piece about it I want to talk about it. In the meantime, ESPN LA, proud partner to Children's Hospital Los Angeles for their Make March Matter campaign, auctioning off opportunities like hosting Live Imaging Tuesday alongside Chris Morales. All proceeds will be donated to CHLA Foundation. Visit 710forchla.com. That's 710forchla.com. Hey, have you lost everything in the Eaton wildfires? God bless you. It's so rough out there. Losing your home, your memories, your sense of security, that's all devastating. And the last thing you should have to do is to fight for the compensation that you deserve. That's why you got to call Jacob. Jacob and his team have already filed lawsuits against Southern California Edison, the company responsible for the disaster. And to make sure you get the maximum recovery, Jacob is partnering with a top wildfire law firm to fight for you. It's not an easy battle, but Jacob is ready. Insurance companies are already looking for ways to pay you less than what you need to rebuild. So many families discovering they're underinsured, leaving them struggling to recover. That's why you got to call Jacob. He and his team have been on the ground since day one, helping wildfire victims understand their insurance policies, to navigate their claims, and ultimately take legal action against those responsible, all at no cost to you. So remember, you got nothing to lose and everything to rebuild. Call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember, calljacob.com. Jacob and his team here to help. Together, we are LA strong. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Sunday night in Los Angeles, it was another offensive barrage for the Kings as they scored 7 goals for the second straight game and extended their home point streak to 14 games, a new franchise record.
Behind the net, Cano into Trapezoid, takes it in front, centering pass, score! Warren Fogle, and the Kings lead 2-1 on Fogle's 100th career goal and his 20th of the season. Move on, Anderson shoots, pad save, rebound right circle, Doughty scores! Drew Doughty with a blast from the right circle. Waits, hands it to Hellenius, left circle, shoots, scores! San Samuel Hellenius with his second NHL goal. And with 3:57 left, it is 7-2 LA.
Tonight, the three-game homestand comes to an end as the Kings host the New York Rangers. Listen live at 7:30 Pacific on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Casino. Visit ESPNLA.com for details.
At Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, we believe you should love who you want to love. And during the Subaru A Lot to Love event, you can lease a brand new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Premium all-wheel drive for just $329 per month for 36 months with $39.39 due at signing. Visit Ocean Subaru today.
With approved credit through Subaru Motors Finance, not all buyers or vehicles will qualify. Lease for 10,000 miles per year. VIN RH915476. MSRP $39.50 plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee. Zero security deposit. See dealer for complete details. Expires 3/31/2025.
Have you heard the refinancing rule of thumb that says you have to drop your rate at least 0.5% to refi because it'll take several years of savings to recoup the closing costs for a refi? The Loan Exchange says the rule is nonsense. With a Loan Exchange free closer, you can lower your rate without paying any cost whatsoever. That's right, lower your rate with no cost and your balance doesn't go up. You start saving on the first day you have the loan and every day thereafter. If you decide to move next year or rates drop further, you can exchange that loan for another without losing $1 that was tied up in closing costs. Today's 30-year fixed-free closer rate in APR is 5.99%. So if your current mortgage rate is higher than 5.99%, give the Loan Exchange a call at 855-752-9944 or log on to theloanexchange.com. It won't cost you a thing. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. Call 855-752-9944 or visit theloanexchange.com.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
It was a doubleheader in August and really hot inside the concession stand. So instead of waiting for people to come to me, I figured I'd walk around yelling, "Hot dogs here!" And that's how I became the first hot dog vendor in sports.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Evan Cohen here. Picking a place to build a life is a lot like selecting a draft pick. Make a decision that will set you up for long-term success. Pick Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, you'll find dynamic career opportunities, beautiful seasons, affordable living, and legendary weekends. From its high quality of life and great schools to its fine arts, culinary, and pro sports scenes, Wisconsin gives you so much to look forward to. That's why you should pick Wisconsin. Learn more about making Wisconsin your home. Visit pickwisconsin.com.
25 minutes in front of 3 o'clock. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight.
Yeah.
Mason and Arno with Momo in for John on a live Imaging Tuesday. We're back and better than ever. The great Jacob Imrani, who, by the way, I wasn't able to get at your party. I wasn't able to get close enough to say hello to him. And I think he didn't recognize because of the change. I don't know, Momo, if you heard.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Momo, you've heard. I almost died.
I did hear.
I almost died,
we
Momo,
go.
so put it
Yes.
That was 2. Said it twice,
you
right?
You gonna give me a double tap on that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Who doesn't like a double tap on a Tuesday
you're
afternoon?
all about it, man. All about it.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. So are you excited for Dodgers Open? Now that the Dodgers have won a World Series, are you off the I'm going to bust up a bobblehead?
Look at the bobblehead there.
Yeah, but you're not going to bust up.
That's
a
my
you bobblehead.
Yeah, that's my
Now, I
bobblehead.
want to get Dave in here to smash that thing. So have you now retracted everything you ever said about Dave Roberts?
No, because I wasn't wrong all those years that they didn't make the World Series and they made the World Series and they lost.
If you think about it, they've won 2 of the last 4. They won 20 and they won 24.
Okay.
That's
not
awesome.
Bad. That's awesome.
Yeah.
2 of the last 5. Because there was a champion in 21, 22, and 23.
20, 21, 22. So 2 of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 of 5 is pretty good.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Got to win this year, though. I think they're going to win. I absolutely think they're going to win everything.
Back-to-back isn't easy. So.
They're doing it.
But no, I give Dave Roberts had the final laugh, didn't he? So
yes, he did.
Much like when you called me lard ass, and then now look.
Now look at you.
85 pounds later.
See?
And I almost died.
Do you think that was the turning point when I called you lard ass?
No. But now you got to really eat those words, don't you?
I do. Oh no, it's just not. It's not appropriate anymore.
It's not.
Because you're not.
And there'll be a
anymore.
And my one cardiologist wants 50 more.
50
Is that
more.
right?
Yeah.
50 pounds?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
The great Andrew Chen in San
What, are you just
Gabriel.
gonna
He's
lop
hard.
off a leg? How you do that?
No, you just keep working out.
Keep working out.
Don't eat sodium.
That's good for you, man. I
You know
cannot
what I mean?
believe the discipline that you are showing.
Well, you have to when you're, I'm a very disciplined person when I want to be. Plus, I want to get into the private mace party one day.
Someday.
What was the private mace party this time?
You know.
You did a dinner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
dinner.
was a birthday dinner.
Yeah,
I didn't make I didn't make the list for this one.
Who made the list?
I'm not going to say everybody.
Anybody
that was
we
there.
know?
Yes. Yes.
Was Ireland there?
No.
Oh.
John was out of town.
Would he be there if he wasn't out of town?
No.
I made the list once.
I made the list once.
Yeah. Yeah, we had that. Remember, we had that thing at. They don't even have that restaurant
CNO. Did
anymore.
we go to CNO?
CNO once. We went to the West Side Tavern once. Yeah, really good. Yeah, no, did not make the private birthday
Was
dinner.
David
this year.
Singer there?
I'm not going to discuss.
He was there.
It's all
He was
everybody
there.
had to put their cell phones in pouches, and there are no pictures
Oh,
that exist.
my
and
gosh.
It was like a Derek
I saw a
Jeter party.
picture.
He was there.
From the
I
dinner,
saw one picture. Didn't you have one picture?
I did have one picture.
Yeah.
I put it in my story.
But only you were in it.
Only me. Exactly right.
Wow.
All right, so we're going to do a little game of games. It is Jacob and Ronnie's day to play. That's always exciting. And I think, Laura, I'm kicking ass this month in Game of Games. I believe I am the leader, am I not?
As of now, yes, but I don't think Lindsay updated the winners
Oh.
on Thursday and Friday.
Oh, we got to retrace my steps, figure out who won.
You should win the months where Ireland's gone a lot.
I should, absolutely. Well, I'm on a
That's your
1 month
advantage.
winning streak. This would
Wow.
be 2 in a row. Game of Games is coming up next for you. I want to remind you that Cappy O'Shea Jackson Jr. and producer Lindsay, you can join them for a special viewing of Monday Night Raw on April 7th at Hollywood Park Casino. One grand prize, a pair of tickets to the big wrestling event in Las Vegas. You know what I'm talking about.
SummerSlam?
RSVP for your spot at ESPNLA.com. Got to be present to win. Got to be 21 or older. Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room, now open 24/7. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Home is with Sedano and Cap.
Weekdays after Mason in Ireland.
But I'm still working
I'm
on
Doug Hopkins.
And I'm Damon Lyons.
And we want to buy your house.
After 30 years and more than 20,000 transactions, Seller's Advantage knows how to get you more for your home.
No agent fees, no commissions, just an as-is cash offer.
Call Seller's Advantage or visit sellersadvantage.com.
Sedano and Cap today at 3 p.m.
On 710 ESPN. The LPGA Tour returns to Los Angeles for the JM Eagle LA Championship, presented by Plastpro, April 17th through the 20th at El Caballero Country Club. Come watch 144 of the world's best female golfers, including standout LPGA superstar Nelly Korda and back-to-back champion Hannah Green. Tickets start at just $25. First responders, military, kids under 18, and those affected by the Eaton and Palisades fires get in free. Get your tickets today at jmeagleLAchampionship.com.
Children's Hospital Los Angeles is a leader in breakthrough pediatric care, treating complex cases and advancing life-saving research. In support of CHLA's 10th annual Make March Matter campaign, ESPN LA is auctioning off exclusive 710 appearances to help fund critical treatments for children. Every dollar raised supports CHLA's essential work to provide expert care, innovative therapies, and hope to families in need. Visit 710forchla.com to bid and make a difference for kids today.
It's spring in the Southland, and the season of adventure is here. So why not hit the road in a brand new Kia from Kia of Carson? Whether you want a sleek sedan, a spacious SUV, or the latest hybrid or EV, Kia of Carson has the perfect ride for you. As one of the largest Kia dealerships in the country, we have all the latest tech-savvy vehicles that make the season of adventure more exciting. And Kia of Carson makes car buying easy, fun, and unforgettable. But don't wait. Our spring sales event is happening now. Hurry in today or shop online at KiaofCarson.com. Kia of Carson. Let's get you on the road.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Inheriting a home can be overwhelming, but Seller's Advantage makes it easy. One customer shared, and I quote, "Inheriting a home felt like too much work. Seller's Advantage gave us a reasonable offer, handled everything, and closed in 3 weeks. I highly recommend them." End quote. Skip repairs and headaches. Call Seller's Advantage at 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Who's cutting down the nets this year? Get in on all the tournament action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from tracking the latest upsets to placing bets in just a few taps. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Vivid Seats is your ultimate destination for basketball and hockey this season. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every one-timer and buzzer-beating 3 live and in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Don't miss out. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time, and Jacob Emrani is here to play. Jacob, it's nice to see you. It was really nice to see you and your beautiful wife, Naku, the other night at the party.
Thank you. What a fun party. I would not have missed that. Usually on Friday nights, it's family night for us, right? It's Shabbat, so
right.
I don't go anywhere. But the one thing I don't miss is your birthday, no matter when it is. And thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
That was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
You know who also would not miss your birthday? Literally everyone.
That's right.
Yeah, right. It's true. It's true.
So many
No,
people there.
did
A
show
lot of
up,
people
for
were
sure.
there, yeah.
I kind of stood in the corner. I was like, "There's a lot of people."
Oh,
here.
I saw you. You were bouncing around a lot.
I bounced around, but I stood in the corner a lot because I needed some space.
Yes.
Even Michael Thompson was there.
Even
I
Michael
heard
was there.
I can't
yeah,
believe that.
Love
That was
seeing
the
Michael
biggest
Thompson.
shocker of the night.
I missed that.
I had a bag of Tostitos with his name on it. Laura, what's our Game of Games standings?
Okay, so the standings pending Thursday and Friday, which I'll go back and listen. Mason, you have 4. Ireland has 3. I also have 3. O'Shea has 1. Andy 1. Greg 1. And Jacob and Ronnie 1.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and listen because I do not recall who won Thursday, Friday. Brian, you were only here one of those days.
Friday, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So it
somebody's
wasn't
gotta
one of
write
you
this stuff
guys,
down.
clearly.
Yeah, well, obviously wasn't us. All right, so what's our game today, Momo?
Okay, so I had an inspiration about I was going to do something about your 60th birthday and blah blah blah, but I ended up looking up all the famous people born on March 25th.
Okay.
And there's a lot of really famous people
there?
born
Okay,
today.
good.
So rather than just do who's older, blah blah blah, I have true or false.
Okay.
Okay.
True
It's
or
a
false.
fact about these famous people who are born today, March 25th.
Got
okay?
it. I'll call them out.
And please keep track.
I'm
'cause
going to.
Clearly, I
I'm
can't
going
do
to.
that.
Nope. We do
Just
not want
like-
that Momo mayhem.
Really bad.
Yep.
Okay, so Elton John was born Reginald Kenneth Dwight in 1947, making him 77 today. He changed his name in 1967, inspired by members of his early band Bluesology, including saxophone player Elton Dean and lead singer Long John Baldry. Is that true or false?
I'm going to say that's true. Jacob?
I will go with true.
True. Laura?
True.
True. Brian?
True.
True.
It is true.
It is true.
You
Everybody
didn't fall
takes
for
the
Long
point there.
John Baldry. That's
Yeah.
a really weird name.
That is a weird name.
Yeah. Okay. Sarah Jessica Parker, a.k.a. Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City, was born exactly one day after our own Steve Mason and less than 200 miles away in Ohio.
Oh,
Is
wow.
that
I didn't
true
realize
or
that.
false?
Oh, you didn't know that. You just made that up.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that's true. Jacob?
I will go with false.
False.
Laura?
I will go with true.
True.
And
Brian?
False.
False.
That is actually true.
It is true. I knew that.
True.
She's
I
from
knew that.
Ohio.
She's from Ohio, and I looked up. She's 199 miles away from Maumee, Ohio.
From Mommy.
Hopefully that is where you were born.
That is where I was
okay,
born.
good. 'Cause
Yes.
I knew that town, but okay.
Laura and me, too. Jacob and Brian won.
Okay. Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, was
Wow.
born March 25th, 1942 in Memphis, Tennessee. Contrary to the lyrics of one of her most famous songs, she was not the daughter of a preacher man. Is that true or false?
Okay.
That
start
goes around
with
to
Laura.
We will go. She was not, right? I'll go false.
Going
Okay.
false.
Brian?
False.
False.
Mace?
I'm going false. Jacob.
And Jacob.
I will go false as
By
well.
the way, she didn't sing this song.
I know, son of a preacher man, but, I did a little artistic license.
Yeah, it's
Son
somebody
of a
else's
preacher man.
song.
She sings it.
No, Aretha Franklin does not sing it.
Okay, well, whatever.
Is it false or true?
It's false.
Okay, yeah, I thought we
her,
all
daughter, her dad was a preacher man.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah,
got it. Okay, so
there was
it's
a double
Laura,
negative in there.
Laura 3, me 3, Jacob, Brian 2.
Maybe she just covered it, and that's the one I know.
That could be, yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's Dusty Springfield? Is that-
Dusty Springfield is right. Yeah.
But she covered everything, so that's how I...
Okay.
Okay, anyway. Race car driver Danica Patrick was born March 25th, 1982. After she retired from driving, one of the things that she revealed was that she was suffering from breast implant illness, a term used to describe a broad range of symptoms that can affect some people with breast implants. Is that true or false? We are down to Brian.
True.
Mace?
I mean, it's a very specific thing to make up. I'll say true.
Okay, Jacob?
I'm going false.
And Laura?
It's too specific. I'll go true.
It is true.
It is true.
It's very specific.
It is very specific.
I thought it was so weird you would think it was false, but okay.
Yeah, no, it's really weird and
Yeah.
kind of serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very
kind of
serious.
bad, right?
Yeah, that's rough. All right, so it's Mason 4, Laura 4, Brian 3, Jacob 2.
Okay. Catherine McPhee, the former American Idol runner-up, was born in 1984 on March 25th. Both her mom and sister are longtime vocal coaches on the show, which makes sense because the family lived in Santa Monica growing up, and she attended Crossroads High. Is that true or false? We're back around to Mace.
I'll say true. Jacob?
True.
Laura?
I'll say false.
And Brian?
False.
The answer is false. She grew up in Sherman Oaks and went to Notre Dame High.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Laura's taking a lead here. It is 5 for Laura, me with 4, Brian with 4, and Jacob with 2.
Ooh, I'm falling behind.
Falling behind here.
Marcia Cross was born on this day in 1962. She gained fame as Kimberly Cross on Melrose Place and Prix on the show Desperate Housewives. She had a long-term relationship and 2 kids with actor Andrew Shue, whom she met on the set of Melrose Place. Is that true or false, Jacob?
I will go false.
And Laura?
I don't know this, man, but I'm going to go true.
Okay. Brian?
True.
And Mace?
I'm going to say false.
Good thing you did, because I totally made that up.
Yeah, Andrew. I forget who Andrew Shue was.
He played on Melrose Place.
Right,
He was
but it was
Billy or something.
Yeah, right. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. So
she
we're,
did have a long-term relationship with an actor, but it wasn't Andrew Shue.
Okay. So we've got me with 5, Laura with 5, Brian with 4, Jacob with 3.
Okay.
How many left?
3 more.
3 more.
Okay.
We'll start with the leaders here.
Okay, let's go. Gloria Steinem was born on this day in 1934, the 91-year-old activist and feminist icon who founded Ms. Magazine. In 1963, Steinem went undercover as a Playboy bunny to write an expose for Show Magazine, revealing the unglamorous realities of the club. Is that true or false? We are to Jacob.
No, we're going with the leaders now. So
the
Laura?
leaders. Okay.
I'll go true.
Okay.
I'm also I'll go true. Jacob?
I have to go against.
Yeah, you got to
guys.
pick up some
False.
points there. False. And Brian?
True.
True.
The answer is true.
Yeah, true.
She's done a lot of things. It's hard to make up things.
By the
about
way,
her.
I'm surprised. Born in Toledo, Ohio.
Gloria Steinem.
Yeah, Gloria
Oh, wow.
Steinem, born in
Okay.
Toledo.
Okay. Kyle Lowry turns 39 today. Most people know the point guard for his stint in Toronto when they won an NBA championship in 2019. But he was originally drafted by the Houston Rockets after leading Villanova to the national title. Is that true or false? Who are the leaders? Laura or
Laura
Mace?
and
May's got to go first.
I'll go first. I'm going to say that's false.
Okay.
Laura.
I want to make up a point, so I'll go true.
True.
Okay. Brian?
Jacob. Oh, Brian.
False.
False.
And Jacob.
False.
That is false.
Yeah.
He was drafted by the
Clearly made
Memphis
mouthfuls.
Grizzlies, and he led Villanova to the Final Four, but not a title.
Not a title. Okay. I've got a lead. How many left?
1 left. This is it.
7 for me. Jacob, I'm sorry.
I will make a gracious exit.
You are out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Laura 6 and Brian 6. So it's very close. I'll go first, and you guys have to go
Go
different.
opposite, sure.
Hold on 1 second. I have to look up something really fast.
Oh,
I'm making sure.
double
this is-
checking. You didn't want to
no,
make this a
I
potpourri
just-
of lies.
I forgot to do a
This
tiebreaker.
isn't a tiebreaker, though. This is just a regular one.
Okay. I know, but I just want to have it ready.
Got it.
Okay. All right. The last one. 37-year-old rapper Big Sean got his big break after participating in after-school rap battles as a teenager. One of the prizes for the winner of a local contest was the chance to rap on the area's radio station. And luckily, he found out that Eminem would also be there at the same time, and he made a huge impression. Is that true or false?
Okay, it's to me, and I am going to go true for the win. Means Laura and Brian
We gotta go
false.
false.
Yeah.
Who wins?
False.
It's false.
Come on now.
Oh.
Did you do that on purpose, or did you actually think it was true?
No, I thought it was. I totally thought it was true. It was very specific. I went true. That means we got a three-way
It was a good
tie.
question. It was a good
a great question.
Yeah.
7-7-7, me, Brian, and Laura, and now there is a tiebreaker.
Okay.
Get something to write with here. Here we go.
Okay. Elton John's highest grossing song is Candle in the Wind from 1997. How many copies did it sell? Write it down. I'm just going to say closest. I'm not going to say without going
not
over.
closest
How many
without going
copies did that sell?
Okay. I've got an answer. You guys have an answer?
Yep, sir.
Laura?
So bad. Michael, Radio Michael fan. 325K.
325,000.
Okay.
Brian?
500 million.
And I say 50 million.
Mace is the winner! 33 million copies!
Wow.
Damn, I went way high.
That record, thank you very much.
was re-released,
By the
so
way,
that
that
was a good
record
guess.
was re-released with Lady
Yeah.
Diana after
Yeah.
she passed away. So
That's
there are
right.
actually two versions of it that
Correct.
came out.
And
yeah.
that was huge.
It was a huge song.
Huge
It's a
song.
great song.
Yeah,
It's a
very
great
good song.
All right, another win for me. Chalk it up.
Way to go,
I'm
Mace.
taking the month.
You blew that Big Sean question.
Exactly.
Totally
I did.
blew it.
I did blow that. So, Jacob, what's going on, man?
Hey, all good.
What's wrong with the Lakers?
Jeez, tired.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you look at what they've gone through, and I know this is sports. I know they get paid millions of dollars, and everyone says, well, this is just one thing they do, but they're tired. And I guess, I was having a conversation with a friend last night, and I said, do you give them rest now and allow them to kind of have a little bit more energy as you go to the playoffs, or do you ride this out? And
I think you got to ride it out.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I
The
think you
seeding
gotta
is
ride
too
it out.
important, and you don't want to be the seventh. You don't want to be out of the play-in tournament. Don't want to be in the play-in tournament.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Yeah, you just got to get rest where you can get it, but you can't do it during games. They got to play together. You got to find their groove again. They don't have that much time. It's just like 10 games. How many games? 10, 12, something like
Is
that.
that what it is? 10, 12,
It's not that many
wow.
games.
12.
12 games
13,
left.
They were going in with 13, and 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think what's crazy is you look at, Luka's playing well.
Yes.
Right. I mean, again, how many games has he had 20 points in the first period or first half or whatever? I think they usually say teams come together when they're on the road. Okay.
Right.
And I think the fact that they got a couple of games on the road, there's no distractions from home. Hopefully, this is going to put them in the right track. So when they do get home, you've got Houston, I think, coming up on
Big
April
game.
11th. There's a bunch of big games that
Yeah.
are coming on, and you can't just completely forget how to play defense. You
No,
know?
and by the way, I think it's both ends too. I mean, I think offensively they look broken the last couple of games too. It seems like they've just gone to ISO. It's like LeBron's turn, and then it's Luka's turn, and then it's LeBron's turn, and the ball is not moving. It's very, very sticky, and they're not getting the wide open shots. Those sort of shoot around threes that they were getting there for a while with everybody blitzing. It's going to take. I mean, I hope it doesn't take too long because these guys are unbelievably smart, and I think there will be synergy again. But right now, they feel broken.
And I think you look at this, like my older son Sasha always liked to say, this is a trap game.
Yeah.
They played against the Bulls. They were up, I guess they were favored by 10.5
Yeah,
points
we
or
thought
something.
that. I looked at the schedule and
Right.
thought, oh, this is a good spot.
Right. And
LeBron
then-
coming back.
Yeah, and then everyone's back. And I remember John, at your birthday was telling me, I think everyone's going to be back tomorrow night. This is really, really big. Yep. And then suddenly they lose by 30 points. And that's why you always have to be really, really careful not to fall on the wrong side of the tracks.
Yep.
Because you can't it's not a switch.
Right.
And you can't just turn it on and turn it off, And, I think they'll do fine.
Jacob, you are always well coiffed, well dressed, but I know you got to get tired. You work a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you do when you're tired? Because I think that's what's going on with the Lakers. I think they just have a hangover from the month they've had to go through.
I think everything's got its ups and downs, right? Certain days you just wake up and it's like you don't want to go to work, but you're going to just kind of just run through
You take
it.
a cold shower, a lot of
Yeah.
caffeine. What's your vibe?
No, I mean, the way I do it is, I go for a walk really early in the morning.
Okay.
When I get that oxygen,
That
like
pace.
at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
That pace gets going. It gets me up. Because when I go to work now, I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Right? It's like
Right.
it's not that lethargic, like I don't want to be here. even though I have no choice, I have to be there. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think I think for me that oxygen early in the morning, if I can get out and go for an hour walk and still get to the office, is really big for me.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm a big exercise person now because that's the only thing that wakes me up. I don't feel awake during the day if I haven't worked out.
That's
in the
weird.
morning.
See, I cannot work out until after the show.
I used to be like
I
that.
wake up, do 3 hours of prep, come here, do the show, then go to the gym.
What time are you waking up?
8 bells on the nose.
Okay.
Yeah, I wake up at 8 a.m. now.
That's early for you.
But also the fact that you can go after the show.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little different. Like I can't go until
No, I'm tired.
8:30 at night.
Right,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
And even then I get home, it's like, that time is for me to be with my kids and to see how they did in school and what do they want to chat
Or
about.
go to a Laker game.
Yeah.
I see you there all the time.
And when I'm there, I'm with my kids.
Right,
So-
exactly.
So, it's family time and you just have to be able to do it. But I will say something as a Laker fan. They will get through this. They will turn it around. I'm not concerned about it. They're going to kick it into the next gear. There's a lot of excitement for us waiting to happen.
All right. Don't forget, Game of Games is brought to you by the man, the real deal, Jacob and Ronnie. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Or remember, call jacob.com. Jacob, great seeing you.
Thank you.
We'll do some super crosstalk coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station.
Sunday night in Los Angeles, it was another offensive barrage for the Kings as they scored 7 goals for the second straight game and extended their home point streak to 14 games, a new franchise record.
Behind the net, Cano. The trapezoid takes it in front, centering pass. Score! Warren Fogle, and the Kings lead 2-1 on Fogle's 100th career goal and his 20th of the season. Ulan Anderson shoots, pad save, rebound right circle. Doughty scores! Drew Doughty with a blast from the right circle. Waits, hands it to Hellenius, left circle, shoots, scores! Samuel Hellenius with his second NHL goal. And with 3:57 left, it is 7-2 LA.
Tonight, the 3-game homestand comes to an end as the Kings host the New York Rangers. Listen live at 7:30 Pacific on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Say it, Cappy. Say it.
Attaboy.
There we go.
302 on a live imaging Tuesday. So how many more do I have to say, Momo?
7 for the tie, 8 for the win.
Well, Cappy, I almost died. There's one.
No way, really?
Yeah.
He came back from the dead. Yeah, it's amazing.
So Shadano, Momo's been keeping track all
He's
day.
a regular
It's at 24.
Lazarus over there.
Wow.
But you've been baiting me.
Yeah, I've been, and Mace was too.
Leading the witness, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good at it.
By the way, my friend Ben Fleet's daughter listens every day at this time. She
Mm-hmm.
loves Game of Games, and she hears the beginning of Crosstalk, and she hears how much excitement there is with the
Yeah.
woo, 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 and the
Yeah.
love boat.
Yeah.
She says, not really that impressive.
You want to do it again?
She thought, yeah, I mean, it doesn't really live up to the amount of excitement we put into it. So let's amp
Wait a minute,
this
whoa, whoa,
up.
whoa. What doesn't live up?
Yeah, what part?
Just the whole thing, all of Crosstalk.
Like super crosstalk after the woo-woo?
Right.
She doesn't believe it's super enough?
She doesn't believe it's super enough. So
really?
I am making a new commitment
Okay.
to make super Crosstalk super again.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, Mace showed because you can't.
I need a hat.
Yeah.
Mace showed up exhausted today.
I don't
Really?
understand.
Yeah, his
this.
eyes looked like he had
But
been
your
up all
party
night.
was several days ago,
Yeah,
and it was
party,
great.
party,
by
oh,
the way.
party.
I am fine. For whatever reason, I sit in the conference room today. Bergman walks in and says, "What? You look tired. You got bags under your eyes." I'm like, "What?" I'm looking at my phone trying to figure it out. Then I walk in here. Morales is like, "You look tired."
Even
dude.
Luke
What's with your
Robitaille
eyes?"
was not
Yeah,
good.
Luke Robitaille.
Like,
you know why?
your eyes.
You want to know why?
Yeah, why?
Because you're old now.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
But
No,
you are
it's true.
spry. You're spry for
Do
60.
not, do not
Friday
call me
last week.
spry. Do not call
You're
me
spry
spry.
for 60.
80-year-old guys are
I'm
fried.
not old
or
enough for spry.
Right, you're too young.
I'm pre-spry.
Right.
Pre-spry.
So, George, let me ask you to give us your evaluation of Mason's party on Friday night.
Oh, I thought it was a blast. I thought it was great. It was very similar to the party that I've been to pre-COVID, or the parties I've been to pre-COVID. An eclectic group of people.
Very.
From all different walks of life, backgrounds, etc. And it's always fun because you're just kind of intermingling with people you wouldn't always necessarily encounter.
Right.
And then you're seeing the folks that we see all the time.
Yeah.
In a different light.
In a
per
different
se.
light.
Well,
yeah.
let me give you an example. So I'm standing there at the party, and this guy comes up to me. He's this bald-headed guy, and he looks sort of familiar, but I can't figure out who it is.
Mm-hmm.
And he says to me, he finally goes to me, he goes, "You don't know who I am, do you?" And I said,
I had that experience a lot.
I said, "I'm going to admit it. I'm not going to try and fake it.
Yeah.
I'm going to admit it. I don't know who you are." And he goes, "Vinny Bonsignore."
Yeah,
and I go like this. I go, "Vincenzo Bonsignore," right? I'm like, brother, how much freaking weight did you lose?
He lost. He
Right.
looks great.
Right. If his wife would have been with him when I saw him, I would have immediately known who he is.
Right.
Because there's no way a guy like him gets a woman like her. It just doesn't make any sense
That's
at all.
true. It's true,
You know?
yeah.
But Vincenzo
What is
Bonsignore-
wrong with you?
He lost his weight like 15 years ago.
No.
Oh, no.
He told me he lost a bunch of weight
Yeah.
leading into this party.
Like 80
Oh, really?
pounds.
No, it wasn't.
He lost it for the party?
It wasn't for the party.
You are so full of yourself.
No, it wasn't for the party. He lost a bunch of weight and happened to come
On
to
which
the party.
day are you going to post a picture with Vinny? Because you go day by day. is
Day
what
by
you do.
day. I can't figure out what picture to post today.
I love Vincenzo Bonsignore. Momo, I have to tell you that one of my favorite parts of the night, based on what I remember,
Yeah, you
we got.
Yeah,
We
you
were
were
lit.
And I blame it all on Chris Ward, by the way.
Chris Ward was he was at his best.
Yeah,
oh
he
my
really
God!
was.
He put it this way: as a seasoned veteran cannabis user, he got me to a level that I've never been to before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But Momo, there was a period of time where you and Nevin are standing there with Rachel and I.
Yeah.
And I guess you guys are doing the back and forth between the how'd you meet
Yeah.
conversation. Momo and Nevin should be doing stand-up comedy together.
Really?
Oh my God. They have a
Like
whole
a Catskills act?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like the Catskills.
They have like a whole act that they
Back
do.
and forth,
Where
yeah.
You
they
guys want to
st-
do 9 a.m. to noon? Because we could use
It's like who are the old ones? Burns and
I almost feel
Gracie
like I'm on
Allen.
like
Yeah,
Mrs.
Gracie
Maisel
Allen.
or something when I tell that
Oh
story.
my God, it's so funny.
Yeah.
They stop each other. Excuse me, I'm speaking,
Yeah.
or they're like, hey, I'm telling this story. Like they have a whole act that they do where they clearly this was like the 100th time
Yes,
they've done this.
we told the cute meat story, and it really wasn't cute. It was like,
Well, they really love each other, Cap.
Yeah,
What's wrong
we've
with
been
that?
together
No,
a
it's
long
lovely.
time.
It's wonderful.
And also, we've met before cell phones and before we had all these technological ways to meet. The old-fashioned where you had to flirt with each other in the newsroom and then go for a
I
walk.
thought you were gonna
Oh,
say
that's
in the-
right,
I thought you were
right?
gonna
Because you
say
guys
in-
work together.
Yeah,
that's
we
right.
work
I thought you
together.
were about to say you have to flirt with each other in the nude. No,
Nope.
in the nude.
No, in the
Well, that came later. That
Cappy,
came
you were
later.
part of the last group, the
Yeah.
last wave.
Yeah, I was. I was there for the deep hang. As was Sedano. You
Sedano
gotta
was
give it
there.
up. You
Sedano
gotta,
was
you
there a
gotta give it
long
up to
time.
Sedano. So, let me tell you something about George at this party. I told this to Rachel. I go, it was so awesome to see George hang late, number
Yeah.
one, chill back in the back where everybody was having a great time, and to see the smile and the fun that my man Sedano was having. I was just over the moon with how happy Sedano was at this party.
Yeah.
Seriously, he was great. He was on fire.
Yeah.
By the way, the funniest part of the party, I just remembered now, was
I love the just remember now thing.
Yeah, so Trudell is there
Oh.
talking to me and Cappy.
Trudell.
And we had introduced
Trudell
him
was
to Chris
amazing.
Ward, okay?
Right.
And, straight-laced Mike is not touching any of that stuff.
Oh, God,
so-
no.
Especially not out of a paper baggie.
Right. But what? So Cappy made some comment. Cappy, you may remember this. I don't remember these exact details, but you made some comment to Mike about, making sure that, Chris handles that, whatever it was,
Right.
the cannabis station or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah. Mhm.
And Trudell looked at you like you were like, he looked at you like with this fear that went over his face.
Right.
This he was like discouraged. He was almost like disappointed in you.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, not Chris Morales. He means Chris Ward.
Right.
Yeah,
He
right,
thought,
right.
Chris,
Yeah.
he thought,
Oh.
Trudell thought that Cappy was trying to get you to smoke.
Well, that
Right.
wouldn't be
Right.
out of the range
No,
of
no,
Cappy.
and it's so funny you say that, George, because it was the second time it happened. So earlier in the night, I was talking to Sam Lloyd, who's one of our marketing
Yes.
consultants, and I'm like, "Hey, have you gone back and tried Chris's cannabis bar?"
Yes.
And she goes, "Wait, Chris is now into cannabis?" She goes, "He gave up on booze and he gave up on salt and he's now into cannabis." And I go, "What are you talking about?" And she goes, "Morales, he shouldn't be doing that." And I go, "No, not Morales, Chris Ward."
Yeah. So Trudell had the exact same reaction,
love
and
that.
it was absolutely hilarious. Cappy and I literally were howling with laughter
That's
for
awesome.
a good couple of minutes.
No,
Did
Trudell
he
was great.
partake?
No.
Did what?
Did Mike Trudell?
No,
do
no,
God,
no,
my
way.
God, he's
Yeah.
a Boy Scout.
Not only does Mike Trudell not partake, but when Chris Ward, who was handing out these goodie bags,
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
mentioned, in paper bags, everybody, he got it and he was like, "Oh, dude, I don't think I should have this here." Somebody, I'm like,
Yeah.
"I'll take it."
That's
When
how
I-
Devin was too. He was like, I'm
my
gonna
mom,
go
my
put this
mom.
in the
I was
car.
my mom had a paper bag, and she pulls this joint out, and I'm like, I do not want to see my mom with a blunt. I don't want my mom with a blunt.
Here's the best: is the next day I got home around like 5:30, 6 o'clock the next day, Saturday afternoon.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Because what we did, Mace, is we walked all of Venice.
Did you?
On Saturday morning.
That's
then we
fun.
walked down to Manhattan Beach.
It was a nice day,
We
too.
spent the whole day in Manhattan Beach. It was great. And so I get home, and my son says, "How was the party, Dad?" And I go, really, really good. You want to see what they gave away when I left?" And I go into my bag, and dude, I break out like an entire dispensary.
It's unbelievable.
Unreal. And my son's like, "What? They gave this away at the party?" I'm like, "Yep, that's
when we
Mace's
say
party."
they, it was not me. They.
No, well, you
gave
knew
it
what
away.
was gonna happen.
I didn't. I honestly didn't.
Oh, please.
I knew. I invited Chris. I had no idea what was going to happen.
Did I see at the party? Crypto Ray was there.
Yes,
Crypto
Crypto
Ray.
Ray was there.
Did I see? Because I never spoke to him, and I was like, I think I see him. Was it Jesse Hyndman?
No.
No, Radio Michael fan was there.
No, Jesse
didn't
Hyman
see-
was not there.
I didn't
Radio
see-
Michael fan was not
I
there.
didn't see Radio Michael fan.
thought
He
he
was
was.
celebrating Ramadan. No,
I'm sorry,
he
but
was
I
not.
think Jesse Hyndman was there.
Wait a minute, whoa. Radio Michael fan wasn't there?
No, he
sir.
wasn't. He was celebrating Ramadan.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think
wasn't-
Jesse
he was
was there.
invited.
You
I
saw
It
a
wasn't
Radio
Jesse.
Michael
You're kidding.
lookalike.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. Wyatt.
Who's
and he's
Yeah.
the person you think is
Jesse?
Jesse.
Okay.
No. And I'm trying to think the other kid.
I don't. Let me tell you though, I saw a lot of people that I had no idea were going to be. I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Well, Crypto Ray and Chris Ward were there. So
That
yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. How about this one? You ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
I see a guy. I haven't seen him in years. We used to be really good buddies. I haven't seen the guy in years. And you guys, you'll know his name.
Yep.
His name is Carlo Cacchetto.
Yes.
Okay, Carlo Cacchetto. Now-
Cacchetto.
Yeah. So here's the thing about Carlo.
Yeah, don't say his name wrong.
Well, it's always confusing. Carlo is like Alex Michelson at
Yeah.
Fox 11
Yep.
here in LA.
Yeah.
That's Carlo at CBS 8 in
Almost
San Diego.
20 years now.
Right. And he wasn't he like a Mason and Ireland producer
He was
back
an
in the day?
intern for us back in the 90s. You know what? He had so much hustle. I knew he was going to go places. He would take advantage. Like me and Ireland were doing that TV show. We'd go to commercial breaks, and he'd like run in, and they'd film him doing a news stand-up.
Oh, wow.
And he put together a reel, and he ended up in Waco and then bounced around until he finally got that San Diego job. 20 years now.
Yeah.
What a great guy.
How did you invite him? How do you find all these people? Just go through your.
I stay in touch with people.
Really?
Yeah, I
You
stay in touch
don't.
with Carlo.
No,
I don't.
I never hear from you.
I mean, I see you all the time,
Yeah.
Lomo, but I don't see Carlo all
But
the
Mace,
time.
the funny thing
do
about
you like
Carlo,
send texts or something?
Yeah, I
Or-
do.
Or
Carlo
a
go-
card?
yeah, Carlo goes like this to me. He goes, "Let me introduce you to my wife." He goes, "But remember," he goes, "this was my wife. Then I got divorced when you and I were hanging out because he was dating one of my female friends.
Right.
He's like, and then we broke up and I got remarried to my ex-wife. And
So he explained it in
He gave
advance.
me the story before I went over to say hello to his wife. But my favorite part of the night, George.
Oh, wait. Can I interject
Yes.
for a second? Chris and I's favorite part of the night was when Mike Thompson was there, and we were trying to find you to talk to Mike Thompson because we wanted you guys to hash things out about when he told you weren't ESPN material.
I didn't know that Mike Thompson was there. I had no
Mike
idea.
Thompson was there.
Oh, I had no idea. I wouldn't know who he is. I would have no idea.
Did he really say you aren't ESPN material?
I swear to God.
What year was this?
This is probably 2010, 11-ish.
How wrong was Mike Thompson?
In that neighborhood?
Yeah,
Not wrong.
Well, no, he wasn't wrong.
He wasn't. No, at that time, he definitely wasn't.
Now you are.
I guess so.
ESPN material,
I guess so. But my favorite part of the night, George, you were sitting there. I know you had a front row seat to this. And Mace, this is the deep hang part of the night.
Yes.
So my favorite part of the night is O'Shea Jackson. Well, wait, quick timeout. Earlier in the night,
my boy, why you're not ESPN material. You can't even get through a segue.
You can't even get through the story.
Well,
You're going backwards.
My boy Deacon Fry, who's one of the singers for the Eagles.
Nicest guy in the world, yeah.
He loved meeting Sedano because he's a huge fan of the NBA work on ESPN. He was locked in on Ramona talking analytics and data. I mean, this kid, if everybody knew who he was.
I had no idea who he was. He was just some guy at the party.
They were so fired up. Like,
Yes.
they're not in the league, but they should be in the league.
And that's just it, is that nobody knows him. They're like, who is this guy? Oh, his name's Deacon. Okay, great. Nobody knows who he is. And he's able to walk around and not have everybody stop him and ask him for an autograph because he's anonymous.
Right.
But when he's on stage, everybody's like, oh, my God, there's 20,000 people here. He's singing Peaceful, Easy Feeling.
Yeah.
He's Glenn Fry's son, and he sings for the Eagles.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, though, O'Shea and Deacon are talking to each other.
Yep.
Deacon is a fan of O'Shea's because he hears them on the radio. And all he wanted to do was talk Lakers. And I'm looking at these two kids, and I go, that guy got famous playing his father in Straight Outta Compton. And that guy plays his dad in the band The Eagles, and these two guys are hanging out together. And Deacon knows who O'Shea is, but O'Shea has no idea who Deacon is.
I explained to O'Shea who Deacon is.
Because Deacon's way too cool.
In fact, O'Shea might come to see the Eagles with us next week.
Because
at the Sphere.
Deacon's way too cool and way too sweet to be like, hey, nice to meet you. By the way, let me tell you who I am. No, he's not like that.
Do you know Deacon?
Yeah.
Is that why he was there?
Yeah. No, they walked in with him.
I met Deacon at the party, yes.
So Deacon, Cappy was talking about wanting to go to the Sphere to see the Eagles and on the air, on our show. And he got a direct message from Deacon Fry, because he listens to the station, that he would get him tickets for the show.
I got his number.
And since that time, we've become pals. And I said to him, I go, you got to come to Mason's party, because he's been listening to Mason in Ireland since he's a little kid. His dad, Glenn Fry, used to drive around L.A. listening to the station.
Which is just
it's a
crazy
mind blow.
to me.
It's a mind blow.
It's crazy.
So I said to
when
him,
you were pre-Spry, Mason.
Right, I was way before
when your eyes
Spry.
were fine.
Yeah,
exactly. And so,
he had tough eyes this morning.
And so Ramona, so it's so funny. So I said to Deacon, I go, Deke, you got to come to Mason's birthday party. And he's like this. He goes, really? Am I invited? I go, bro, yes, you're invited. We all want you to come.
Yes.
And the funniest thing is, he's so pumped to meet Ramona and George, Mason, Ireland, everybody in the ESPN, especially basketball sphere.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And now everybody like Ireland met him and was like, dude, let me tell you the greatest night of my life.
No,
like,
Ireland
was
and the
stoked.
Eagles is like nonstop.
And now here's Momo, who's like, wait a second, you mean to tell me the guy who was asking me about the analytics is like the singer of the Eagles? Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
I had no idea the entire conversation.
That's how
at the
cool
end,
he
and I
is.
go, so how do you know Mace?
Yeah.
And then he goes,
so funny.
well, I know Cappy, and then
Yep.
so he goes, yeah. I go, what do you guys do for a living? He goes, oh, I'm a singer. And I was like, okay.
That's it. He left it at singer.
He
Yeah.
was low-key about the
and
whole
then
thing.
I think somebody I was with explained to me who he was. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
That is very cool. By the way, he is a crazy Lakers fan.
Oh, my
His
God.
buddy Cameron, crazy Lakers
Nuts.
fan.
Now we have this group text that we have where we talk about the games during the games.
Oh, nice.
And these guys are breaking things down and analyzing
Are
what's
you
going
stealing
on.
their takes? Is
Oh,
what's
wait,
happening?
George, today, all my takes today, I'm just going to read from our group chat.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
About spacing, and defense,
Wow.
all that kind of stuff.
Defense, spacing.
Right, basketball terms.
Well,
Fighting through screens.
now you can have conversations with me and DeAndre about ball.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so. DeAndre, by the way, was on fire on Friday night.
Yeah.
On
Did
fire.
you see, I had that book that people signed,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
books? DeAndre, a whole page. Somebody's got a picture.
Wow.
I think Parker took a picture of the page. It looks like a third grader wrote "Happy Birthday, Mace, DeAndre Hawkins," all in really big letters.
right.
Oh, nice.
Very, very funny. I
That's
could
right.
tell exactly how you're feeling by reading that page.
I'm pretty sure that I wrote in that book late in the night.
Yep.
And there's no chance you can read my
Awesome.
handwriting.
Awesome.
No chance.
Yeah.
Can I still sign it? I forgot to do
You
it.
didn't sign the book, Momo?
Momo.
I know. I missed it.
You didn't make a picture on Instagram. You didn't sign the
did.
book.
I put you in my stories. I never
You
do
were in
that.
the story.
I took no
that's right.
pictures.
I posted something just now from your party.
Oh, did you?
Cappy and I at the
I
hot
did
tub.
see that.
Oh, did you put the hot tub post up?
Oh, Mace, you got to try real wine, and
I
it wasn't
did.
$2 Chuck, and you liked it.
It was absolutely delicious. It was red.
Uh-huh.
It was red.
Liquid.
Yeah.
And it had a flavor that was unlike anything I've ever tasted.
I knew you liked it because you sought me out to tell me this is really good wine.
And I kept it for a long time. Like I was going to finish that wine. It was delicious.
In what alternate universe is there a party where Mace is drinking wine and I'm drinking water?
That's true.
Hey, let me tell you one guy who deserves just an absolute ton of credit.
Yes.
And that is Juan.
Juan.
my God.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Oh, my God.
at the end of the night, I said to Juan, I said, hey, did you have a good time? He goes, yeah. I go, are you sure? He goes, yeah, why do you ask? I go, because, bro, I watched you all night long, and
Work.
you were running around
Yeah,
like
he
you were
was.
the party coordinator. And he actually said something very sweet. He said, hey, look, that's my gift to Mace. Let him be with all of his friends. Let him host, but let me make sure that everything runs smoothly. And I thought that was super sweet
Yeah,
of him.
that's what he got me for my birthday.
Which
I
was
could not
really,
have asked for anything
really
more.
amazing.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, and I know you probably want to go, and we're keeping
Yeah,
you.
probably.
But
but I will say this, Mace. Those Susie cakes you guys had,
oh my God, great.
unbelievable.
Great.
And here's the funny thing: we went to a kids' party the next day in the evening, and they had Susie cakes too. And I'm like, oh my God, more Susie cakes!
Yeah.
I've probably gained like 10 pounds. This
I'll tell you,
weekend
and the
because of
thing is,
Susie
there was leftover cake, and
Yeah.
I will say that I've been hacking away at it.
Good
a little
news,
bit.
George,
Oh,
was
my
you
God.
brought that big piece of chocolate, and I was like, let me have that. And then I just started munching on that thing. And I think earlier, me and Momo were eating on the carrot cake.
Oh, the carrot
You know,
cake was
it out of
unbelievable.
this
Carrot
world.
cake and the lemon cake. I had a little sliver of each. They were
Yeah,
so good.
so good.
I didn't have any pizza.
No.
I'm super proud of myself. I didn't
Yeah.
eat any of the pizza.
Two
But you ate
slices.
the cake,
But
not
I
the
ate the cake.
pizza.
But I do want to come crash your house another time.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I didn't really get a sense of the place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it was so set up for a party.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to check this place out, but I didn't know. In fact, I don't even think I went to the bathroom the entire night.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
So I didn't
Yeah.
even
For
see-
you, that is something.
Yeah, right?
Apparently, we
Right.
might actually get in the hot tub soon.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. We're
All
getting
it took for Christopher to almost die.
We're getting
Yeah.
a new hot
Oh,
tub.
I almost died, Mama.
What are
We're
you doing with
getting
the
a
old
new
one?
hot tub.
What are you doing with the old one?
You guys are going to be the last people in the
Okay.
There it
old
is.
And then,
hot
what,
tub.
and then what do you do with it?
Well, they got to get a new one.
We got to junk it or whatever.
Oh, no, don't
but we're
junk
getting
it.
a new one. You
Sell
want
it.
it?
Do you
No, I
feel
don't
like your
want it.
heart
broken.
can handle that?
Oh, really?
What?
Yeah,
No?
it's broken.
Can your heart handle that?
Yeah, I go into Stephanie's all the time.
Yeah.
And I go into my whirlpool.
So you guys are going to be the last people in.
I think we go.
Our
When
we,
is this?
We go nude.
Jacuzzi.
100%
We go nude.
Oh
We go
yeah,
nude.
yeah. No, that's
Oh.
we're going to work on a date for that.
100% we go new.
We go nude.
It's going to be in the
That's
next.
not gonna be live
It's going to
stream
be in the
then.
next month. I can tell you that.
Oh, from the waist up.
I want in.
Okay, you're in.
I want in. And
You're
I'll
in.
kill two birds with one stone because then I get to check out
Easy
the crib.
with the kill, because you know
Oh, sorry,
I
man.
almost
Yeah,
died.
that's
How
right.
many-
Yeah,
how-
he
where
almost
we at?
died. All right,
26.
here we go.
26,
Here we
huh?
go.
All
Hey
right.
guys, thanks. You guys were awesome at the party. I loved having you there, all you guys.
Get
you
some
feel-
rest, Mason.
did you
You
feel
look
good
so worn
being
out.
out,
I look
Chris?
awful. I look
Was
awful.
it good
Mason, I
being out
can't
'cause,
see
you know?
Yeah,
but you
'cause I
sound
almost
great.
died.
I
I'll tell you
feel
that.
I feel great. I'm pre-spry, but I feel great.
You know what? You don't sound a day older than 59.
Thank you very much.